Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. Man, I'm joined by Patrick Price, aka Aches. We got Ben J. Nassim, of course, and then Chris Parasite. He'll be joining us somewhat. He's locked in down there, but he won't be on the show tonight. I think he's got a little date tonight, Chris Parasite. We had an emergency flank during the week. He had to cancel a date that he had. And today he ended up rescheduling the date for tonight. So no Chris Parasite tonight. But Pat, Ben, how we doing? And then we also got a special guest in the building. Los Angeles Thieves' very own Sam LaRue, a.k.a. Octane, world champion. What's going on, Sam? What's happening, man?
I am here. I'm a man of the people, and they were yelling at me to join the show, man.
No, a lot of people were telling me to ask you. I mean, people do that in Twitch chats, man. They bounce from Twitch chat to Twitch chat. They say, oh, join this, do this, join this guy, play with this guy. But Sam, we really appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for hopping on the flank, man.
You know, I gotta hit the flank, win my match cheese, man. I'm here.
Of course, man. It's the win cheese. It's the win.
You're not the only one that does it, but
I like that. You come on after a dub, you're feeling nice.
Listen,
you know.
I'm only here to gas cap. I came here with one mission and one mission only. That's the gas cap. So
I like
get this guy in the fucking league. Anyway, we'll get there though.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get to your series, and then Pat, what's going on over there? Because I see you have world's best motivator on your screen. Maybe you could explain that one a little bit.
Best in the business, Tom. Best in the business. I don't think there's ever been anyone better, to be honest. You think about it, like some of these teams that are just having absolutely lackluster performances, getting absolutely smoked in the CDL, they tune into the flank, they hear me give my honest opinion, and yeah, the first thing they do as soon as they get a match win is just, I'm on their mind, Tom. I'm on their mind. So I think I'm really out here. The reason the league is as competitive as it is in 2023, I think I'm a big catalyst for that, Tom. I really do. And, I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I'm glad that teams are able to play at their peak performances because, they want to impress me, Tom. And that's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's part of it. I mean, we'll get to that in a little bit, Pat. We'll get to the series and we'll talk about it and what you said and your opinions and kind of what ended up happening. Pat, we'll talk about that. But Ben, what do you think, man? The number one motivator over here. How's your day going, bro?
I mean, good. We just finished up a long stream. Was watching some football in the morning, and then we dived into COD. Obviously, the Giants are about to play, curling down 7-0 to the Eagles. But it is what it is. Great day, Tom. Super excited to talk about a very interesting day at Call of Duty, if we want to get into it.
Yeah, no, very, very interesting day. I say we hop right into it and start talking about these matches. First one up, we got Boston Breach going up against the Vegas Legion. We got an Embassy Hardpoint, Mercado S&D, El Asilo Control, Hydro Hardpoint, El Asilo S&D. Anything at all, DeVitos? Anything that you guys noticed? Anything that caught you guys by surprise? I feel like Boston was definitely the better respawn team, and Vegas was the better S&D team. I feel like, for me, Vegas, they need to work on their respawn, and Boston need to work on their S&D. So it was kind of like a lopsided series almost. But what did you think about DeVitos? Ben, we'll start with you.
I'm a little surprised on the Boston hotel bans because it's been a pretty solid map for them. Especially in Hardpoint. S&D I kind of understand about Hardpoint. So I don't know if maybe they just haven't played well against Vegas in the past in scrims, but yeah, other than that, not too many surprises. And to your point, it's kind of how we would expect this matchup to play out with Vegas' struggles and respawn.
Yeah, Pat, what did you think? Anything on the vetoes that caught your eye, or anything that you saw? Anything?
Not necessarily. Kind of same thing as Ben. I just think. We kind of talked about this yesterday. Like this had to be a 2-3-5 for Vegas to pull this out. So, but yeah, they didn't get the respawn win that they needed.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Ben. No, go ahead. You got it.
The tough thing I was going to say, because I think you're about to say the same thing to me as Tom. It's weirdly enough though, the way this series played out, is I think Vegas had a legit chance to win both of these hard points, and they made a couple of plays down the stretch, Tom, and I'll let you kind of carry on that. When we talk about when they could have won, I think these maps, maybe close out the series 3-1.
Well, it's just like a lot of these hills, they rotate early to them, and they just have a hard time holding them. I mean, they rotate, they get those back spawns, they just have a hard time getting kills. And they're not the only team that I feel like struggles to get kills on rotation. And I don't know what it is. It could come down to a talent thing, right? They might just get outclassed on the rotations, and they're just losing fights. But it could also be just the angles and the decision making that they're making on the map. You can see here, right? Vegas, they have 30 to work with. They got them pushed out. This is one of those hills that they somehow let up. They end up letting 20, 30 seconds go in this one. Then they end up getting here early to this AC, and this was another one that Boston was able to break. I mean, taking a look at this hill, Octane, you play this game every day. I feel like this AC hill should be tough to break, man. Like, I feel like this is kind of like a money hill, especially if you have, like, trophies down. But what do you think is the best way here for Vegas to hold this? Because they end up getting broke here. And I don't even know.
It's tough when you lose both sides of the map, though. And it's like it comes down to a lot of the end of the P2. Because you could just spawn them in the new hill, and then it kind of can spiral pretty quick.
Yeah.
But if you give up both sides of the hill, there's really no safe place to play, especially if you don't have your trophy player on the time. So you can just get like tack spam annihilated off the time. Yeah, it's just the only way to break it.
And like
just
you said, like
break trophies.
The two sides too. Like Boston does a good job. You can see it's number 6, right? It's Tony. He takes a route. He goes to get that office control while the rest of his team kind of play through bottom kitchen. I really like that from Boston. I feel like they're really setting up their breaks, and it was clinical. No Ben from Boston. The breaks we were talking about it all day. Just good breaks from them, and maybe some trolls for Vegas, man. Maybe some trolls, but at the end of it, it was Boston who was able to bring this one back. Basically, just breaking hills. Let's tune into the listening with Boston. Let's see how they sounded.
Front chair's weak. Okay, front chair's two front chairs. Got one in the bathroom late. Okay. Oh, front time, he's hurt front time. Got me. That's one corner. Backside time, man. Up there. Trying to go home. I'm gonna go, honestly. I'm playing the back here. Yeah, we're playing some. I'm gonna play this P2. One bathroom. Back fan on top of it. Dude, then data. Back fan on top of it. I set open the doors. What's the time? Back fan. I'm playing towards you. I'm playing out. Bathroom ready. Bathroom weak. I'll get your front. I'll get your front. Yeah. I have front. I'm gonna back one. This one. Watch your back off your front. I got my. I'm gonna go P2. What's ladder done? You can go. For sure, you saw bathroom. You never crossed that. I'm trying to clear this guy out bathroom. I'm going back to Steve. I'm on the third van right now. He's on sign. Taking sign. Okay. He's still bathroom. Weak in bathroom shadow. Still on sign. Backing up PC right now.
All right, so they sound pretty good in the comms. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, but this is the big troll right here from Vegas.
This is it. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it right here. So talk, Ben. What do you think went wrong here for the Vegas Legion?
I think the difficulty when you spawn this tight setup right here is they really didn't either have front or mid alley, and they just basically get pinched in if you watched out.
Yeah, no, they didn't play like tight enough. They were kind of spread out, and then the guy in the hill.
They spawned in the tight setup. Like
yeah,
they didn't push out. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying the guy in the hill had nobody there for his trade. Like he goes down with his pants down, and you got a guy pushed out AC by himself. I mean, I don't know. I feel like here you gotta try and get set up in a way where you can all stay alive or at least work some trades, because they didn't work any trades here. But I don't know, Sam. What would you think is the best way to set this up? Not to try and put you on a spot and give away your LA Thieves strap. But what do you think Vegas did wrong here? I mean, they're not even looking at mid alley. They're not even looking at it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Closing the doors seems like a really good idea, but giving teams like full map control like that and not trying to push out at all when you have your timings kind of just screws everything on the P5s. Because it's really easy to hold when you are playing tight in the hill with subs, because like this hill is something you actually pull out 8 subs on and just like play trades. So it's like when you close the doors and you give yourselves those timings, it kind of just fucks everything, especially because like you just eventually you have to jump into the hill and then it just feels horrible. Yeah,
we even see Clayster whipping out the Vaznev, huh, Ben, on this map. Yeah, everybody, especially this hill, everybody pulls it out, right? So including yourself, Sam, which is you know, I agree. When you get a Vaznev in these close quarter fights, in these close quarter hills, you just shotgun people.
Listen, I see the Vaz on the ground, I dolphin dive.
100%. I feel like it's good to have both guns in your pocket, man. A Scar and a Vaz, that's a pretty good combo if you ask me. But you can see the breaks here. They come in. It was Boston who get in there, and then we just go to like a mixy P1. This hard point always gets a little interesting just because it's really hard when a team is so close to winning on this map and it goes back to a P1 because it's such a scrappy hill. It's hard to make comebacks sometimes on Embassy. So Vegas, they end up falling with Boston with a few breaks, and you could kind of see just watching it back how Vegas kind of maybe trolled a little bit on some of their rotations. Just had a really hard time holding. Any final thoughts on the map number 1, gentlemen, before we hop into the next one? We'll look at the scoreboard. Looks like everybody was negative except for Tony Boy. Actually, Tony Boy and Awakening were doing their thing. Tony was 21-15. Good map from him. 26-14 by Wake. Good job, everybody on the other side. Negative from Vegas. Hard time in the slaying department.
I need Big T to step up.
You need TJ to step up, Pat. That's who you need to step up.
Yeah, in the response, I do. I want to see, because he had some moments at Raleigh when he was just absolutely having, and I need to see that from him consistently.
Yeah, especially because his S&D is like really, really good right now. So if he can get his response.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben.
I'd say both their subs have struggled at points, but I agree. TJ's having such a good time in S&D right now. If he can get that respawn game in, he's going to be a real game changer for them because we know how good their ARs are.
Yeah, and then to just go into the S&D a little bit. I mean, this was like a bloodbath, man. I mean, Vegas just came out of this one and just made it look easy. Really good plays from Proloot here in the first round. He ends up winning the 1v1. It was Tony who tries to get on the bomb, but Vegas, they do a good job getting this B bomb down, playing their lives. Proloot, I think he ended up doing a little wasn't a little door bust here to get the first blood. I think it was Vegas who rushed B. You see, most teams go A on Mercado, but it was cool to see Vegas switch it up and start things off with a little bit of a B rush. See TJ not giving a shit, just jumping on that bomb and getting it down, and he already did his job. Get it down, play your corners. Really good trades from Vegas. I think Nero right there needs to wait for his teammates. Maybe going a little bit rogue there, but Vegas, excuse me, they're going up 1-0. Then we go into the next round. This is where they kind of just play like a passive defense. Boston overchallenge them a little bit. Good trades from TJ here in Prolu in the middle of the map. I think it's Reese who gets one here. Boom. And then TJ with a big trade. They just work the kills. Vegas, they hold mid. Tony, he was all by himself. He's left in a 1v3. Can't get the bomb down. Going into the next one, Vegas, they hit a little B rush. This is the little door bust from Prolu. What do you guys think about this B site, man? I feel like a lot of people play A, but if teams are only going to send one or two guys over to the B site, you could catch people off guard. No, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously Vegas probably watch the Boston VOD from the other week and probably singled out. I think Boston's biggest weakness right now in search is their defensive stats, which are very ugly if you wanted to talk about it. But they must have saw something in the VOD about quick watching Zin playing on the island of B and then kind of playing the time and getting this bomb down, and they were able to get a couple O's early on this map.
Yeah, and then especially off the spawn. Sam, how much do you love getting spawned or stunned off spawn on Mercado S&D?
It's a great time, especially if you don't have trophies. That's why I like the round one B call out of Vegas, because like the quintessential like early round or like first round of the game when you know defense doesn't have trophies, it should just go A. But actually, I like the mind game of going B there because you could have free bomb control because they have, again, no trophies. So you just throw tax over and have pretty much the entire site.
Yep, no trophies are very important. See a lot of players, they save trophies too. Go ahead, Pat.
What's up, man?
Do you think Paris is the best S&D team right now?
Dude, they won 10 at like 11 out of the last 12, and their only loss is like a 6-5. So I gotta say yes.
And the way they're winning them too, they're dominant wins. They're not even close.
I think Vegas is currently the best S&D team right now for sure.
That's crazy.
Those guys are actually final in S&D.
Why do you think that's crazy, Pat?
No, I'm just saying it's crazy that like
they have good S&D players. You know?
Is this like a I was right thing, Pat? That you want or
no? It's just like I mean, they have good S&D players, and we kind of knew that, but like it's just such a weird thing to think that like they're obviously not the best team, but they're just that dominant at one mode, and they're finding success, but like able to just consistently beat every team in search. I mean, I think you would say 10 out of 11 is what they've won.
Yeah, it's like 10 out of 11 or 11 out of 12 or something like that.
It's just wild to me, Tom. It's just wild to me. I wouldn't have thought it.
Pretty wild. You can see Vegas, they're jumping off the top ropes. I mean, as you kind of
that was crazy.
It was crazy, bro. I mean, these guys are just running at him. It was pretty clinical. This is where Boston was able to win a round, but you know, they were trying to bring it back, but it's not gonna happen. Vegas, they were up 5-0. They end up rushing A their last round, getting it down, and I think it's TJ up high, tucked away. They don't check it. Boston, they try diving across. TJ finds two. And then it's a 4v2, bomb down, 30 seconds left to go. Vegas, they close it out. Take a look at the final scoreboard. TJ 8-5, good map from him. Everybody positive. 7-3 from Proloot. Temp and Clay doing their thing. And then on the other side, Boston continue to struggle in search. I don't know what their problem is in S&D. I have no idea.
Not only have they continued to struggle in search, but they continue to struggle against this Vegas team. In Modern Warfare 2, Vegas has won 18 rounds of S&D, and Breach has only won 2 when they've matched up together. So that's 6-1, 6-1, 6-0. So.
And Tom, to your point about their struggles in search, like their offensive stats are not bad. They're winning quite a bit of offenses, getting first bloods. The defensive stats, they've won 35% of their Ds. They're getting first blood 43% of the time. They're only winning half of those rounds. And listen to this stat. They've had the bomb playing against them 32 times. You know how many times they've gotten a defuse?
No, how many times?
5.
Okay, so not looking too hot there, Ben.
Yeah, no, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. I just think they're gonna have to just clean it up. Honestly, they're gonna have to go back, look at their S&Ds. If anything, just try and. I feel like everybody should be watching Vegas. You know, not trying to put them on the spot here on the flank, but if you got a team that's won 11 out of their last 12, I mean, at that point, you got to go back and watch the film, man, and see what the hell's going on. So maybe Boston.
The team needs to. So you're saying the recipe for success right now is to if you're a CL team. You watch New York in Hardpoint, and Vegas and SND.
Yep,
and
you
that's
copy
the recipe for success.
you copy
Yeah,
people. You copy
there you
people,
go.
Pat. I think you need to copy the people who are finding success. I think you need to go back and see what they're doing that other people aren't doing. You know.
But mostly Seattle. That's who you're calling out right now.
I'm
is they
calling
need to
out. I'm
watch
calling
Vegas.
out everybody who didn't win the last event needs to work on any game mode. You know, they need to fucking go back and fix their mistakes, which I'm sure every team who loses does that. But I'd be watching the teams that are the best in every game mode. Vegas have won what, the last 11 out of 12 S&Ds, I think Sam said.
You're not 11.
I did say that, yes.
That's insane. Like, that's absolutely insane. So I would definitely go back and see what the hell these guys are doing. But let's get into the control. We get into an El Asilo control. First couple rounds was a defensive win. And Boston, they actually get on the offense. This is kind of where Boston was able to win it here. First 2 rounds go to the defensive side. I know, Ben, you wanted to see Vivid maybe hit some stacks here over by the B side. You were kind of annoyed when he ran off the point. What do you think about this, Sam? How do pro players feel about like stacks when you get like 4 dead? Do you like having people push off points and get kills?
We've had like 30-minute conversations about stacking the points on this map. It's like it's so nitpicky on like the timings to do it, because the spawn is everything on offense. Like if you're spawning back left and like B is the only point up, obviously you just fucking you get your kills. But it actually depends so much on the timing of your kills and like who's where. So like it's very easy, like, oh, we got 2 dead, we should just stack the point. Whereas like it can very easily fuck you. Yeah. So I think like depending on where you get your kills, like what kind of player, like where Reese is right here, like if he has a sub in this situation, like I say he's on offense, obviously, like it's a harder like there's a lot that goes into it on this map when it comes to stacking points. A lot more than I think people realize.
So this is a situation right here. So it's about one. They're all dead. There's one guy left for Vegas that's still in the middle building. They're all coming off spawn. He ends up running off the point. He runs off the point. He ends up playing like a little like corner here. I don't know. I feel like a stack here might have helped.
I don't hate the play. I think he needs to, if he's going to do this and not stack the point, he needs to take a fight. I think him sitting in BS&D kind of like messes with a bunch of timings. I think if he just like threw a shoulder back BS&D, got info, maybe slowed down the spawners a little bit. Obviously they still won the round. So
yeah, they still won the round. I mean, I have it written down that they still won the round, but it was just interesting to look at that he ran off the point.
Yeah, I think if he's going to choose to run off the point, I think he just plays his timing on either a spawner or just tries to get some sort of info.
Yeah, no, and you can see he tried to make a play too. He ended up dying and maybe almost costed him, but it was Tony who ended up getting a big one-on-one on the hill, ends up clutching it up. And then they go into the 4th round here, which it was Vegas, who was not able to get any points here. They kind of just get pinned back and spawn. People are getting really good, Sam, at spawn trapping on El Asilo, man. Like,
it's just, I think people figure out how to manipulate it, man. The spawns on offense or defense specifically are just fucking insane, man. It's
there's so many corners, especially if you're on defense and you're getting kills and you're getting pushed up with a Vaz. There's so many different corners you can play and so many different things you have to check. Plus the sound whoring, right? Like it's just like, dude, you're in an absolute blender. Take a look at the
sound equalization.
I think another problem, Tom, on this map when we were watching it initially is Vegas had a couple of opportunities to get a touch and they just didn't pick up the pinch. Someone coming all the way around. From like the all around on the edge, they would play either soft, like not like shimmying, trying to get info, and they were just getting cameraed. And it's obviously very hard to stack either point if you're getting pinched. So Vegas continues to really struggle in control. This is probably their weakest game mode at the moment.
Yeah, really good map from Tony, 19 and 12, 21 and 17 from Nero. Everybody doing their thing. Reese, Big Wake. On the other side, just Donnie only one positive. They were having a hard time slaying out. But Pat, any thoughts on the LSC control before we hop into the next one?
I mean, we're gonna get into a much different control conversation when we get to Fortress. But dude, I just think control needs to go. I'm tired.
I know you're not a fan of control. I know you're not a fan of that game.
I've been a fan of control since BO4, dude. It was just exciting because there were specialists and it was 5v5.
5v5, yeah. It was the only game it worked.
That's the only game that control was actually good.
I would like to see maybe like a CTF or something. You know,
it's just a pipe dream at this point, bro. Devs hate CTF. I don't know.
I don't know why they shy away from. There's been a lot of great moments in COD when it came to CTF. So it's just weird to me that they don't even want to put it in there at all, especially when it's such a classic.
Because it's purely like a play for the competitive. Like if they put a CTF matchmaking hopper, like I don't think anyone's going to play it. So unfortunately, I think with the competitive community, and I'm not trying to be a dick about it, I think this is realistically like it's not a game mode that the average matchmaking population is going to want to play.
I don't feel like control is either. Like, I mean, I obviously don't know the numbers on COD, but I don't think control is like a popular casual game either.
I don't even think you can play it in pubs. I literally don't think you can. You play it yet?
Well,
like,
Mosh Pit. You can play it in Mosh Pit.
I mean, like just in like regular pubs as
I
well.
don't
Though.
have like
I'm
a
not sure.
pure
I don't even think you can
control,
play control.
Oh no, you can. You can. People are saying you can.
Can you? Like not in Mosh Pit?
People are saying you can now. Now you can.
Okay,
but you,
no,
you
okay,
weren't
it
always
wasn't in there
able
for
to.
a while.
And then we get into a Hydro Hardpoint, which is the 4th map. This is where Boston was able to close it out. Check out this spawn. A lot of people in the chat were saying spawn. What's going on with the spawns? I thought this spawn was fine. Vegas just didn't block. They didn't block the back. They all ran forward.
They didn't block.
They didn't block here. I feel like this was a big misplay out of them because they do a really good job. It was Prolu who ended up coming back and looking after some of these long routes from Boston, like going around the backside. And they get the kills. They get 3 dead. They should be able to lock a lot of time here. They end up pushing up.
I see what happened. I think him and Tejas didn't talk there.
They didn't communicate.
Yeah. One of them's got to stay back.
Yeah, and they kind of messed that up. And they did that a couple times this map where they were just giving up backspawn. So that hurt them right there because that could have been a big hold for them. As we kind of skimmed through it a little bit, it was actually TJ who was taking some pretty good routes going into the second rotation. One of them was the second P4. I really like the route he took underwater. I feel like TJ here, he was making plays. It's a very tight game. You can see him on the minimap now, number 3. He's going to get through mid-map. He's actually going to dip and dive under the water, and he's just going to swim for his life. I mean, we love a good little Hydro Hardpoint. Swims under the map, goes all the way around the back. Breathing, comes up for air, and he just makes a play. Nero's not looking at it. I think Nero just felt that presence around the back. I guess somebody got through, and he ends up getting shot at back. Love the play from TJ to jump up high in the rock, and then he ends up cleaning another one here from Vivid. But then as soon as they do this, it was they hold some time here, and then it was Boston who rotate over to that next hill. Boston, they end up not blocking the back here. Take a look at this. Little bit of a back spawn here. I feel like teams might like to pin people in the back though, Sam, right? Like just kind of leave that open.
Yeah, it's good and bad. It depends on like if you can kill the guys that are still out on the front side of the hill.
Yeah.
Like situations like on the P3 where they flipped into the back aren't bad, but if you leave the guys that are alive, like P1 or Dome, spawns can get very, very messed up pretty quickly. So it could be good, but it can also be super punishing. Yeah,
almost like off rotation, like kind of stay pushed out, almost like ruins and stuff, and like get kills, and then just turn and just kind of like funnel them back there, because then you have rotation and X, and you're chilling. You just kind of trip, chain them back there. But you can see here, Boston, they leave the back open. Vegas, they start getting in here. Gets a pretty mixy towards the end of this game. And in the third P1, it was Vegas who ended up getting in there. But I don't know what the hell happened here with Vegas. Ben, Pat, but you said, some troll. I don't know what the hell happened as we see that gunfight on your screen. But
listen, I literally, you remember I called this live, bro. We were watching this map. I'm like, bro, they're gonna troll this P1 after a mixy P5.
Ben did call it. He did call it. They were gonna troll the P1.
We're talking about blocking the back on the P3. It's like on the last hill, like there's 2 spawns back there, and if you just keep trying to get in like a flood situation and trying to get the break to get the dub at the end, like they're not blocking behind them, and so now it's just a giant clusterfuck. And then unfortunately what happens on the P1 is they lose the fights in the back.
But even when they do get broke, like even right here, look, they have 2 guys. Like Boston, they could win it, but they just have to get a contest. I feel like you have to hold these P2 spawns too. Like I feel like right here, like maybe Donnie should double back, maybe hold this number 4, like hold these spawns a little bit, because they end up spawning here, but they end up losing it. They end up flipping here, and I don't know how they did it. Donnie ends up challenging mid. Number 3 pushes up, and the flips are in. You can see now TJ's like, oh fuck, like I'm last one here. But I still feel like Vegas had the opportunity there to like communicate and just really make sure they lock these spawns down for next. I know, granted, Boston could win it, but get the spawns, then try and push for a contest, and then win the game on P2 would probably be their best bet. But Boston, they do a good job. The spawns come in. The splits come in for Vegas here. Like, what happened here? Look at that. That's a little weird. What happened there?
Honestly, I can't even tell you on this one.
What happened there, Sam? Well, that's a little weird here.
I could not tell you what happens there.
So there's one guy. There's one guy in hill.
Truth be told, I think just Don being alive in the middle of the map just makes things strange.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
play it like right when the guy
so
spawns.
number 3 just spawned in the back by P2. He just spawned there.
Yeah. Play it when his next teammate spawns.
And then his next teammate spawns. Boom. Right. Like he just spawns out.
Yeah. This is just.
Like
weird.
That didn't make any sense to me when I was watching it.
Back it up real quick for me.
Yeah. Take a look at this. So first, it's Vegas. They're here, right? It's Prolu. It's Donnie. They're kind of towards this P2 side. Donnie's playing more mid map here. Donnie, he ends up dying, or he ends up staying alive. Somebody dies for. He spawns back up there. So number 3 spawns there, right? And the hill, what was it? The hill white when he spawned up? Let me just watch that back one more time. So number 3 spawns P2.
Nah, they're on the hill when he spawns. I looked at that too.
Yeah, nah, they're on the. He's on the hill, right? So, yeah, so he's on the hill when he spawns. Number 3 spawns there, and then his teammate spawns 2 seconds later on the opposite side of the map. The positions didn't really change much, so I'm not sure what caused it.
Can you back it up and pause it right when 3 spawns? I just want to see one thing, like right as 3 spawns, like hit the pause button.
Yeah, I got you. But even
I want to see where that white teammate was. Where number 5 was.
So I just paused it now. Number 3 just spawned. Number 7's pushed up dome, and then we got a couple guys still pushed up over by that P3
like
area.
This guy spawns here because Donnie's alive, technically on the right side of the map, and the hill is white. That's why 3 spawns there. I don't know why his teammates spawn behind them. That one I don't know, because the hill's not, or the hill, they're on the hill. It's not white, and they're still alive P2. So
and number 7 turned around. Like first I was like maybe number 7 got pushed up and it like changed. Like I don't know, like maybe he's
like
looking at something. But
when most like random spawns happen that people don't like pick up on, it's because the hill's white. But in this situation, Boston's on the time, so I don't see why.
I just think because they, I mean, the only thing I can think of is like, okay, so when you're upweighting spawns to the actual point, and so it's like a distance from the point. And so I wonder if when number 8 or number 7, whoever it was that was white, like ran too far forward, if they stopped blocking that back spawn, and distance wise those spawns were closer to the point than where number 3 had just spawned.
Yeah, I don't know. Just really, really weird stuff going on this map, bro, and that's probably why people don't play it that much.
I do want to ask Chris, what are your thoughts on that spawn?
Chris has been
spitting right now.
Chris has been locked in all show
right now.
We need a Chris impression. Like someone had to pull one out.
Chris is spitting right now.
My man, yeah, my man Chris he's spitting facts. Chris, it's always a pleasure hearing from you. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 30 and 25 from Clay. He had a great map. It just wasn't enough. Donnie had a great map as well, 29 and 18. But on the other side, everybody from Boston pulling their weight. The Vegas, it was close, man, the slaying department, because I see a couple players negative for Vegas. Actually, it was 3 players negative for Vegas. Only one positive was Nero. So Boston winning it, probably getting outslayed here. Interesting. Any final thoughts, gentlemen, on the Boston versus Vegas? I just think Boston need to clean up their S&D, but they look good. I think Boston looks good. They just got to clean up their search.
Yeah, I mean, if they can figure out defense and search, obviously they just been playing a lot of Rokkr we've seen the last couple of series. But for Vegas, I think like, you know, this is obviously a tough loss, but at the same time, like I think it's clear with this Vegas team that they're elite in S&D. If they could just figure out in the next like week and a half how to get a couple of hardpoint maps in the bag that they can execute on, because I don't know how long this like massive run of S&D is going to last. Like they can get some interesting win conditions, pulling up to Boston and maybe like make a deep run in the tournament. It's not completely chalk for them, even though they're respawn. No, their respawn path, Pat, is they're so dominant in search right now. If they can just figure out like 2 hardpoint maps and figure out a control map, like they can open up more opportunities other than the 2-3-5.
But even if they figure out a control map and a hardpoint map, it's just going to get vetoed. I just think they're fucked regardless.
2 hardpoint maps, not 1. You need 2, obviously, because of vetoes.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I just think their only hope is to go game 5 every series, and if that's your strategy, then good luck.
Let's get into the next one, man. We got London Royal Ravens going up against the Los Angeles Thieves. We got Octane in the call now. We got a Fortress Hardpoint, Hotel S&D, Hotel Control, Mercado Hardpoint, Mercado Search. I mean, Sam, I can ask you. I don't want to give away. I don't want to ask you guys how you do your vetoes, but I mean, Ben and Pat, is there anything that you guys saw in the vetoes? Like, yeah, what's your thought process?
Those vetoes?
Yeah, is there anything you saw in those vetoes, or is it just a good map set for?
These are the capsule vetoes.
That's good information. That's good insight there, Pat.
That is good insight. Capsule, I do want to show Capsule some love, man. I mean, Sam,
that's why I'm here. I'm here on behalf of Cap. Get this guy in the league, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought when you first joined, you said you want to gas Cap. I don't know why. I was thinking you meant J Cap.
Hell no, not J Cap.
No way.
Capsule.
Hell no, not J Cap.
Hell no.
Poor Cap, bro. But talk a little bit about Capsule, Sam. He comes in. He's a substitute. You know, he gets thrown into a system, which is pretty hard to do, especially at a high level when you guys are playing like pro teams. And he's been looking really good, bro. He's been all over the map. He's been frying. What's it like to play with a substitute, and what's it been like playing with Capsule?
I mean, Cap's probably the best case scenario. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think he fills Ken's shoes very well. He's phenomenal at S&D, as you guys saw today. He was doing his thing against London. He has actually, I've never played with him, so I didn't know how he was in terms of like being a teammate. This guy's got great comms, bro. He knows what he's doing on the map. Goes rogue sometimes, but that's to be expected from a sub player, especially coming into a substitute spot.
I guess my question for you is there any reason you didn't want to go with your world championship caliber substitute in Pentagram?
He's not on the roster anymore, brother.
Right. But I'm saying, you know, I'm saying, any reason you didn't want to, you know, sign him to a 10-day?
Not really. No. I mean, it was. I think the options were. So it was Dak we played with for a day before. I don't remember what day of the week it was, but we played with Dak for a full day. And we ended up going with Cap just because he has reps in the league, and we didn't think that it was going to be like a prolonged thing with Ken being out. So we would rather have someone that has reps as opposed to like spawning in for the first time in a CDL setting.
That makes sense.
To just be able to fill the shoes for the weekend. And obviously Cap played out of his fucking mind, so shouts to him.
Yeah, he's been playing great. And then I had another spawn here that I wanted to talk about. Asim, he goes down the middle of the map off rotation. I'm expecting him to spawn at next here. Maybe, he spawns right in the middle of the map, right in between all of these players from London. From
P1's
LA
open.
Thieves.
What is this?
P1's open. That's what I'm saying. Don't people usually spawn P1 there, Sam?
He'll spawn like on the street in the cubbies and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they usually like fill in the gap and try and get the cross real quick. But this was weird. Like this was just weird to me to see him spawn here, and then he just gets a free pinch. He gets a free pinch on you guys. So he ends up just coming up behind you guys.
Seacot cheese, dude.
Yeah, a little bit of a seacot cheese. So I don't know, Sam. You guys got to read that, Sam. To be honest, I don't know how you guys
that's on me, man. I'm just had to hit the lab, bro. Hit the studios.
Cap is world sword ace in that club. What the fuck?
Wait, he hit? Nah, we got to see the S&D, bro. Nah, he did some demonic shit to sim in the S&D.
Yeah, no, we'll go to the S&D for sure. But yeah, just to talk about this map, London come up to a hot start. They actually flip on a bad side. They get a lot of points. They go up about 70. It wasn't until the last P4 and P5, Sam, where you guys were able to chain a few hills. It was Envoy who actually went on a really big streak here towards the end of this one.
I think Dill's like pos 10 this map or something.
He played great this map, just picking his spots and just being annoying, staying alive. They couldn't kill him on this back stairs. He went on the 4 spree back here. He ends up keeping. He was just sitting on the head glitch back here, but he keeps this one going too. He ends up finding 5 here. I think he goes on a 6 spree, ends up pushing it out, finds another one. He takes the head off a tank there. So just really, really good plays coming out of Envoy. He was really showing out. And then that allowed you guys to kind of get into this P5, bring it back in a second rotation, and just like that, we're at a tie game. So London, their lead kind of went away very, very quickly. And then going into the second rotation, I like the rotation here from LA Thieves going into this P3. This hill is like nearly impossible to break if you're holding it right. And you look at the setup now from LA Thieves, I think this is like the perfect setup you could have. Just stack hill, get a guy in point, get guys on the head glitches, so you can
until the moron on hill gets killed from front.
Yeah, which that guy just needs to make sure he doesn't.
Guy's just an absolute idiot.
If he's not a moron, then they should be good.
Absolute fucking idiot, dude.
And I see the way that most people are trying to break it is through gate. I feel like breaking through front might work, but I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to break through front.
People breaking through front, Tom. Like you're not early on in the game. Yeah, when people were still getting used to this, you were able to get like 15, 20. But I feel like if you break through front and you don't get all the kills, you're just gonna keep spawning back there, and like at best you're getting 5, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You're gonna spawn up and nade you.
Well, I'm saying it mainly for a fact of just keeping the hill white, like just trying to get him off the hill and then just holding the cross. And
that's like the best case scenario.
Yeah, not so much. Yeah, if you get out rotated at this point, I mean, to get a clean break and hold time is hard. If you can do it through gate on the initial push, sure. But then after that, I guess the only thing you really can do is just try and minimize as much time as possible.
Who's this absolute idiot on the hill here, bro?
Envoy ends up finding 2 because Octane goes down on the hill. And then as this one goes forward, LA Thieves obviously get a full 60 there. And then London, towards the end of this game, they end up getting you guys in a little bit of a spawn trap here, Sam. And then you guys somehow got out of it.
The P5, I'll show you how you got. I don't know if it's on stream, but Dill squared up with fucking Dub with a sub, no bars, dude.
Yeah, let's take it.
Gunned him out of the window.
Did he? Is that what happened? So look at here right now. You can see London. London should win this game. I mean, they have you guys pinned. This is the absolute blender. Granted, a streak does come in from draws, so you guys do get the information. He sees a guy in the truck, but Tank does have the trophy there. Asim finds 1. Not really sure how the hell you guys were able to get out of this
right
one.
Here. Dill spawns, runs out of gate, and kills
I
Nasty
see
out
what
of the
you're
window.
saying. Here he is. Okay, boom, right there.
Up with him.
Okay, well, but what did Nasty have? Because that is an absolute W
There was
win.
no muzzle. That shit was kicking too.
That thing was kicking, and he still won the fight running out of gate. Good place from Envoy, because that's a really big win. If he doesn't win that, you guys might be chalked. Maybe. Number 7 did spawn
Don't
out,
worry,
though.
I'm also here for doing my thing.
How the hell did number 7 spawn there? I guess because
they're not blocking the back.
yeah, they aren't blocking. Oh, well, and then he died. That's what happened. Number 3 died. Number 3 died right away, and boom.
I knew that if I killed him in the microsecond that Cap spawns, I would have spawned in P2, so that's why I went for the chow.
Yeah, and then you guys somehow from Envoy finding 2 somehow. I don't know how he was able to do that. Just World Stars people coming out of gate, good plays coming out of Dill. And then you can see how LA Thieves were able to get over to this third P2 and just kind of set up. I love the play from Capsule
great
here.
corner out of Cap. Yeah,
this is a great play from Cap. Just getting pushed up, being a nuisance, playing a corner.
Look at this corn, bro. Damn.
Yeah, London, they got some kills to the middle of the map, but it was LA Thieves who were able to hold on strong here. They rotate, they stay disciplined, and they get the dub here on the first map. They go up 1-0. We'll take a look at the final scoreboard. Envoy, 32 and 23. Great map out of him. He was absolutely pissing. On the other side, let's take a look at what happened. Pretty even across the board. Seemed like everybody's pulling their weight. It was a good first map. Very back and forth. Ben, Pat, any thoughts on a map number 1?
No, I think it was a nice mixy fortress to start. So,
Pat,
summarize well.
Pat, who was that? Is that Cartier, Pat?
Might be.
What are your initial thoughts, Pat?
We got Trey's trade today.
Pat, what are your initial thoughts on the London Royal Ravens losing to LA Thieves with a sub and their team changes? And what are your thoughts? I just see you with the Cartier picture.
I want to
hear your thoughts, Pat.
Bang. There's my thoughts, Tom. There's my thoughts.
What are they doing over there? All right, so Pat, why don't you give us a little breakdown, Pat? Give us a little breakdown.
Listen, Ravens are on a 7 control losing streak, 7 series losing streak, like tied 5th worst all time. Listen, Tom, I don't understand, okay? I just don't understand that like the roster changes just make no sense to me. They're just doing shit. They're just like, yeah, let's just try this.
They're just doing shit. Yep, I agree with that.
On their J-Cap shit, Cold War style.
Yeah. At least they don't have Kin on an AR, because my God, imagine they show up tomorrow and Asim's running a TAC. What's it, TAC 56? Is that what it is?
TAC 50. Yeah.
You know what blew my mind today, Pat, is so Beans tweeted something after the series, and I asked him like on Twitter because I saw an opportunity to maybe him get a real answer. Was like, did you get offered by London? And he said no, which makes no sense to me. I agree with you. I just have no idea what the plan is for this London project. Like going through the motions, man.
Going through the motions a little bit.
I think it's worse than that. At least when you go through the motions, like you might be able to do something right. They're just doing everything wrong, Ben. Everything wrong. The off season, the season. I just don't know when they're gonna do something right. And I mean, I know at least they were. I don't know if they are anymore with the rumored buyouts of stuff, but they were headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. As of right now, that's only a 2-hour drive for me, Ben. So I could maybe look at doing a consultation fee rate, and getting it figured out to get them some better decision making. Maybe I take the PJ, quick 6-hour PJ flight.
The PJ, okay.
Because look, they need something. They need something. That's just, it is what it is. And I think they need to realize that, come to terms with it, and start making some decisions that actually make some sense.
Yeah, I want to give Capsule some love here. Let's just tune into the round and look at what Capsule does.
Round?
This is the ace round. Check this out. He just rushes through couches. He says, fuck it then. He does the Draza. He takes one out. It's Paul X. Catches him slipping. Paul has no idea what he's doing there. Catches another one. Then he gets a guy top cast. Somehow wins this one against Nasty. Have a good day. And then, of course, he picks up the Scar and takes care of business. Takes down him, and just like that, that's a tippable round out of Capsule right there. That's sick. Good round out of him. Nice to see Capsule doing his thing. They end up going up 1-2. Sam, this could have been. It was a clean S&D out of y'all. Could have been cleaner. I think this is a round you guys trolled, Sam. I have it written down.
Dude,
LAD's troll.
Daddy, man.
Is that what it is?
Daddy got it. Yeah,
y'all are relying on your headset.
I was trying to sound whore cheese, and he Daddy cheese me instead.
No way. No way. You can see here it's 3v3, right? You guys have bomb down, 30 seconds left to go. I think Capsule just went a little rogue. He needed a heat check. He overheated, bro. He overheated here. He ends up backing this guy down couches, and then he just...
I like this, though.
Yeah, he's snaking, and he tries to get across. He tried to get across.
Oh, he tries to get across? I don't like that.
Yeah, he tries to get across, and yeah, he should have just kept snaking. Just should have kept doing that. And then he ends up going a little bit rogue. Asim finds one, finds two, and then last one up is Draza. I thought Draza maybe almost clutched this. Gets one, just needs to get him off the bomb, but Asim on
this
point.
is just a tough spot.
Asim
played a good round.
A good round from Asim. He ends up clutching up there. And then going into the 2-4 round, big plays again from Capsule. Just like the aggression from him. Feel like he's really feeling himself in this series. It's Asim who gets the first blood. You can see Capsule in the middle of the map. Little lay down cheese there, and look at the aggression from Capsule here. They know he's there, and nobody from London's even looking at it, man.
She's jumping at that.
He's in their spawn. He's in the spawn right now. I mean, this guy's just going nuts.
I mean, we told him to do whatever he wanted. I'm not like going into the series. It's like it's ass backwards, but it's so much easier to play around a sub than for the sub to like play around your system.
Yeah.
So we just told him if he wants to make any play calls or whatever he wants to do in the S&D, just like let us know. We'll work around it. And obviously, you know, he took the reins on that one.
Yeah, no, good plays out of Cap. So I just like how confident he was playing. Gets the round winner there.
He was talking shit and everything, dude. It was great.
That's good, bro. Love to see the challenges guy come in. To me, he's a professional, bro. He's in a league.
He's a professional.
He's a professional, bro. He was doing his thing with Boston. I feel like he could have stayed on that Boston roster. Obviously, some changes happened, and he ended up not being on the final roster. But I've always thought Capsule had like that talent. He has a good ceiling, you know, like when he starts hitting pace. He could definitely make something happen, and he did that in this map number 2. 10-6 from Capsule. Great map out of him. 7-3 from you, Sam. Great map from you.
Thanks,
and then on the other side, everybody negative except for Asim. Asim 9-6. The rest of them negative, unable to capitalize there. London struggling. Pat, Ben, what are your thoughts on map number 2? What's going on with London?
The Giants are going to lose. Stop watching the game.
No way. Well, I have the game up, but I'm obviously paying attention. I know why you're firing up the chat, Pat. It's kind of a dick move on you.
Guys watching the Giants game, bro. I'm done, bro.
My thoughts on this map, Tom, is, you know, I think like even London's now kind of broke Asim. He's definitely trying to push levels on the map, either blood or getting blooded, and not really a contribution from the other players. And London's just in a tough spot, and really all game modes, including search right now.
Pat, what do you think?
We'll run the bathroom real quick, though.
Go ahead.
They might have had a record amount of team kills this map.
I don't have any thoughts on map 2 in particular, but I did want to just call this out. London are now 2-7 all time versus LAT. So good job, Sam.
Nice. We're 2-13 all time in stage 2.
Damn.
That's bad.
It's not good.
Well, hey, there are teams that are worse because London is second all time in least amount of series wins, second to the worst, with only 29. Legion, which so I don't know how this is even close because Legion went on like a 2-25 record. Yeah, Legion have 24 wins, London has 29, and Gorillas have 30, and those are kind of like the bottom 3, not close in terms of all the teams in the CDL in the last 4 years. So it's kind of crazy to think about I was just looking at that stat, like thinking about like who are the bottom like 3 franchises that have been in the CDL all 3 years. Obviously Paris was a given, but it was interesting to see London and London there. Maybe not LAG as much, but definitely London.
Yeah. I want to talk about the control a little bit. This is where LA Thieves was able to close it out. I was very frustrated watching London here. I was very, very annoyed here when they just sat here. It was Asim who ends up finding kills, and they just like turtle. Like, bro, listen, Sam, I don't know what you think about this, man, but if you're pushed up bedroom popping pieces, man, I just don't see the need to sit desk. I feel like you should keep filling in bedroom if your teammate is frying. Like, just keep filling it in. Just keep it pushed out.
There's situations where, like, obviously when you're on offense and all you need to do is cat B, like going around and like when you know defense is stacked in bed, the guy on the defense side that has to play the P2 desk, like wherever, he just needs to play his kill. Like you could 4-stack bed. That's the only other alternative and have like someone pinch, but the guy that's like trapped in your spawn desk whenever you're stacked in bed, you just have to like literally hide in the corner.
Like right here, what is London doing?
Just sprint. Either he needs to go bed.
Why?
Maddie should go bed here.
Paul should be depleting, right? Like Paul should be depleting the point right now.
Oh, he's always on the head.
He should be depleting it, and after he depletes, he should be pushing up to bedroom. I feel like with Asim, like Listen, if they're gonna go around the back, like let them go around the back. Just let Tank like try and get 1 or 2 of them, you know. And then if they try and hit point and you're staying alive bedroom, there's not really much you can do.
Paul's tweaking here.
Yeah, Paul's tweaking a little bit. I got frustrated watching this.
I'm not gonna lie. I spawned up. I was like, wait, we still need half a tick.
Yeah, you guys are probably like, what the hell?
No, 100%. I was like, they're not even depleting this. We should just go mid.
It's just right there. Like, get aggressive. Like, even right here. Look at this. They get 1. Asim goes crazy here. I think he ends up.
These guys should just be full sprinting into bed.
Yeah, like Asim. Look right here. Boom. There's 1. Right. Asim gets 1. He ends up hitting couches here. He gets another one. Boom, that's 2 dead. Man, get aggro.
Paul's gotta try to, Paul's
You've been sitting double D for a minute and a half. I was getting really aggravated watching this because some of these teams, and that's the difference, Sam, between teams that win and teams that, like the teams that win championships and the players and the teams that just can't win. It's shit like that. They don't make use of their kills. Like, they're scared to make plays. They're scared to progress up the map. Like, right there, you have a chance to literally put y'all in a blender. Like, if there's 2 or 3 dead, I'm hitting bedroom, playing some corners, and pissing the fuck out of y'all. You know what I'm saying, Sam?
Dude.
So,
pissing the fuck out of y'all.
Yeah, just like pissing y'all off. Like, be honest, isn't it annoying when they're camping corners up there?
Bed, nah, for sure. When they're in bed, I mean, they just got to, bro. If you're getting a bless spawn, like in spa or whatever y'all call it, like you just
like
gotta
be annoying, like
or
just
at least deplete the damn point.
I mean, use the left stick. It's there. Press it down and go. It's just I was so aggravated watching this. Pat, what did you think? Ben, what did you think about this control? London just seemed like they're all over the place, man. No, I feel like they're not thinking.
You summed it up, Tom. They are all over the place, all across the board, in game, out of game. It's just this whole camp down bad. I want to bring Simeon. I really want to bring Simeon. Get some thoughts.
Pat, like they just don't. This team doesn't have go buttons other than Asim, and Nasty obviously is a sub and he moves, but like they need their ARs to be dynamic, get into play. We see with all the other top teams in the league, they've tried like 59 different AR rotations on the squad, and it's the same result every single time with either of the combos they've had.
I end up going down 0-2. This round actually comes down to a 1v1.
Can't believe Zach's losing his 1s.
Yeah, Zach lost his 1s. I mean, he kind of gets absolutely melted by the Vaz up close. Because he does. He gets melted by the Vaz up close. He does. He gets shredded here. I mean, it is a close quarter gunfight. But the reason why I thought Jazza had this is because he tags him up. He hits him right here. I think once he hits the wide jump, he just missed some shots. He didn't recenter properly, and
I would have liked to see some wall bangs out of Jazza.
Yeah, maybe some. Can you wall bang that big cube or no?
Yeah, you can.
That's interesting. I haven't seen many people wallbang that, so that's interesting.
Yeah, you can shoot through the whole ship.
Octane teaching here on the flank, ladies and gentlemen. Scrap
fuck.
Wins the 1v1, but that didn't last. I was in the watch party, Sam, and I was like, oh my God, there goes the momentum. Make it happen now. And that didn't happen at all. You guys come out and cap the B point within 20 seconds. So
can do this.
Bro.
Yeah, so the momentum was just not there. Really good plays from LA Thieves. They kept the beat point, and at this point, they were already pushed up A. They were just working kills. And they did a good job. You guys take some routes. You go around and you get some kills.
All 3 pieces us had a couple times.
And I actually really like how you guys took some routes here and just went around instead of just flooding through kitchen and just like
Convoy on a flank, dude. Name better do.
Yeah, Envoy taking a little flankeroo. Paul was the one being a nuisance here though for you guys.
No, he pieced us like 3 times.
Yeah, he was doing a good job here. He was killing you guys over and over again, making it hard for you guys to get on this point. But you guys had a lot of time to work with. You get the kills. You get the dub, and you guys win 3-0. Take a look at the final scoreboard. Capsule 30 and 23 after a big double-digit S&D. Fantastic plays, man, from him. It's really cool to see him coming into play as a substitute and just, showing everybody what he can do and just letting everybody know, like, hello, motherfuckers, I'm still here.
Shout out to Cap, bro.
Shout out to Capsule, man. Shout out to
him.
Is
that what he was saying?
That's what he was
motherfuckers, I'm still
saying.
He was talking a little shit, dude. I was laughing my ass. He's hilarious, low key. Like I've never teamed with him. I don't really talk to him that much. That guy's fucking comedy.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He was
talking shit. He was like, turn off. He was like, oh my fucking Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, Sam. We haven't really talked about this yet, but this is like a massive series for y'all based on the last couple of matches going.
What? Because we're 0-3, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I was going with that.
Because we're 0-3.
Is that
a massive series?
That's not right.
They have to get the dub.
We get it, Ben. We're 0-3. You want me to say it? You sick fuck. You Damascus. You want me to say it?
You sick bastard.
That's not what I'm trying to be about it. But I'm saying it is a series you guys want to win. Obviously, you don't want to start in losers, I assume. So.
Yeah, LAT and stage 2 don't go very well together.
What about stage 3?
I don't know. That's the improvement stage.
Back?
That's what the stage 3 is like. Let them cook, and then stage 4 is like hey, they're here. This is us. And then there's stage 5 this year, so we'll see what happens in stage 5.
I'm actually curious. So, Shotzzy and obviously a lot of pros have been saying that Boston in scrims is like final. They're just.
I have seen that as well. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Because I know the reason I brought it up is because I know last year in Vanguard, Boston just could not touch you online. Like you guys would just 3-0 them.
Yeah, we were getting ping raised cheese on that though.
Okay.
We were playing on like 2 ping.
But in the scrims, you're saying they're still final.
We haven't really played them that much, to be honest. I don't think we played them in like a couple weeks at least. So I don't know how they've been lately. Yeah. We haven't played them at all. So
okay.
I had no vouchers on that.
All right, then we get into the next one, man. We got ourselves a series here. Optic Texas going up against Toronto Ultra, Hotel Hardpoint, Embassy S&D, Fortress Control, Embassy Hardpoint, Mercado, Search and Destroy. I think everybody on the show went with Toronto except for me. I didn't go with Toronto. I went with Optic. But what did you guys think about the series, Pat?
Joined your channel.
Kind of want to talk to you, Pat, and get your initial thoughts.
Wait, do you
want to talk to me about?
Oh, and then we also got Shotzzy joining us. What's going on, man? Welcome to the Flank, man. What's happening, man? Good win today, man. Clinical win.
What's up, Shotzzy?
Yo, what's up, Sam LaRue?
Oh, my government? What the fuck?
Not the government. That's the government right there. But listen, Ant, let's keep it family friendly today. And Pat,
yeah, no, of course.
I want to go. I was actually gonna ask you. I know you love Toronto Ultra, and I feel like you gotta give. This is 2 series now where Optic came out and took care of biz. I feel like this is a good opportunity for you to maybe say some nice things about Optic because I thought they looked really good today. And I think they're playing really well off each other right now. Like I think their pacing is really good. I think the pace that they're setting and the way they're playing off each other, I think Xeo is really in full form. And Brucey's doing his thing too. But go ahead, Pat. I want to see what you have to say.
Absolutely, Tom. I think everything you said was true, but I think now is maybe the time to start the convo. Was Seth holding these guys back?
Was Seth holding him back?
Think about it, Tom. Seth retires,
get this guy.
and these guys are back-to-back matches looking great. And I think I'm personally starting to think that maybe Seth was holding these guys back.
Get this guy.
It could be a play
Get this guy now. Get this guy now.
Seth was obviously an amazingly statistical performance on the team. Mm-hmm. But from a playstyle standpoint, Tom, I mean, we obviously we know Seth's a little bit slower of an SMG. And yeah, I mean, obviously Optic's finding great success, beating probably the best team in the game today in this series. But man, I was starting to wonder if, probably maybe Seth was holding this roster back, and this was an improvement for the Optic future.
Well, I think that's a horrible take. For one, I think that is absolutely a horrific take. Bro, they literally won their last match with Scump, and he was shitting on him. So it's like,
who was he shitting on?
You gotta look at all their other matches. You gotta look at all their other matches. That was Zinni. That was hand to the king cheese.
Hand to the king cheese. Hand to the king cheese. Okay.
There we go, bro.
Yeah.
But Ben, what did you think about the series before we get into it? About the map number 1? What were your thoughts?
I mean, we had talked about it prior that we thought you guys got kind of outplayed, rotated the last time you played Hotel Hardpoint. Did you guys have like a big effort to try and be ahead of the game on this map, rotate early, make sure you're getting your ARs and good positions for some of the money hills?
Yeah, I feel like yesterday our main problem was just like we were rotating, and then we weren't playing spots that like would favor us in gunfights, and that was like the biggest thing that we're working on today. Like just make sure we were rotating and playing spots that we know we could get kills from, and I feel like that's what we did. Or that's like our biggest difference going from yesterday to today.
Yeah, I feel like your rotations were definitely I mean, you guys were rotating yesterday, just like you said. You guys were just dying. You weren't locking down time. But today it looked a lot better. This is actually a really close game. It went super back and forth. I want to go into the listening with you guys because you guys start turning up. So let's tune in with Optic Texas and see how they sound.
Come on, guys.
Rugs?
Yeah.
Nothing cat.
I think. Rugs, I'm watching bricks. Rugs again, then.
Nothing kitchen. Child there.
One guy's bricks, I'm pretty sure.
The buckets. Okay, I got it.
I don't see him. Holding bricks. Yo, rugs again.
Good. Nothing bricks. Literally nothing bricks.
Yeah, my rugs. One guy's middle, I have rugs.
I have a pitch ready. Okay.
The one guy's bricks on me.
I'm
needed. You can go bricks. 2 bricks, bricks. Nice, I'm one shot. This guy rugs. Last guy rugs. 2. He's laying down close right, and he's on the front wall. Help him. I'm gonna switch in a row. Two bricks. Two there. One of them's one shot.
Midpoint. There's 2 there. Midpoint. One more, close up, on the table.
Where is he?
They're gonna be road also, guys.
I'm already road. We're against you. Top zig dead.
Is there a nade?
Yo, middle. Play life.
One guy's main, one guy's main. Yo, left turret, Charlie. One more, one
I'm gonna Rex in the middle. Rex
Yo, their side point.
They're gonna play kitchen, they're gonna play kitchen.
Yeah, they're going kitchen. Two of them.
Yes, Hydra, Brandon.
Running at mid, yeah.
One out. Yo, went to the side. You went back.
And that's gonna do it for the comms. I mean, you guys are vibing, man. You guys came out with a lot of energy today. Even when you guys were winning, I feel like when you were winning maps, you guys were getting hyped up. What's it like playing with this team, man? You liking the team or what?
Yeah, no, the team, we're fucking, bro, we're flying, dude. Simple as that, dude.
No, you guys are flying.
Our gameplay right now, we're just flying, calming everything. Yeah, this team's fucking insane.
You guys are.
Is that because you dropped Seth?
Is that something you weren't able to do, 2 weeks ago?
Is that because you dropped Seth? I got you, Pat. I got you,
these
Pat.
guys
Thank you,
fucking
thank you.
idiots.
Is that because
Yeah.
you
I mean,
wanted to scum?
Listen, you guys wanted to spam. It was a horrible take, but like clearly I wasn't the only one thinking it. I mean, I got something pulled up here from the CDL broadcast. Clearly the production was thinking the same thing. I'm on the same page as them.
What does that even
And then
say?
Shotzzy, it says no scump, no problem. Optic Xeo is 2-0 after Scump's retirement. And obviously Shotzi's coming in here. I mean, we're hearing it from the man himself. He's in the game saying, they're flying, potentially implying they weren't able to play at this pace previously, and now they are. We've heard rumors of, maybe Rambo Ray is not currently coaching the guys, according to the leaker Haggy. That's unconfirmed, by the way. Just wanted to note that. And so, yeah, just like I said, Tom, it's just something that was on my mind. Curious to see, going forward, if that proves to.
Bro, somebody in chat said Shotzy's never coming on again. It's chalk. He's never coming on.
This might be one of the worst takes.
It's just a terrible take. It's just a terrible take. It's just a terrible take. It's just a terrible
Let's go
take.
back to Vanguard. We were insane. But like ever since Ender's, thumb injury, like obviously from there it was kind of like a weird year, you know what I'm saying? But a full healthy roster with Seth, like, I mean, dude, we were literally disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
No, you guys were good, and Seth was good too. But listen, man, we don't got to talk about Scump being the problem. I don't think that was the case. And if anything, if Scump felt like he wasn't playing at his highest level, maybe that's why he took a step back anyway. But to me, I think the team in general, we should just give them some props. I feel like for me, and just the pacing is unbelievable. Like, you guys are just on point. You guys are playing really well. Is it the natural chem, man? Do you think it's just natural chemistry between you guys, or what? You guys have done it before.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, we all know how like each other plays. Like, especially Kyler. Like, that guy, fucking Jesus, bro. He'll do whatever the fuck needs to be done, dude. I tell him to do something, and like he just trusts me, and he does it, and then. Like I said in the stream, bro, like this guy's in front of me, right? And like instead of me telling it, or like he should be saying, yo, I'm gonna, or wait, Jesus, I said that wrong. Like I'm in front of him, right? And like I'm saying like, yo, I'm gonna bait, right? And then instead he's like, no, let me go in front of you, I'll bait. I'm like, oh,
he's just super unselfish, bro. He's just an unselfish player. I mean, I played with Kyler, bro. I played with Hook. I teamed with him on Faze. Like he's nasty, bro. I love that guy. Was disgusting when I teamed with him. Unfortunately, he was just too young. It went to like an 18+ rule, and we kind of got shafted there, but. Hook was unbelievable. I was playing yesterday in the mosh pit, and this guy was going crazy, bro. We're hitting mid-map every life on a mosh. I know it's just mosh pit,
no scoping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it was clinical out of us. And then
running around with knives.
Yeah, we were running around with knives. We were trolling in mosh pit a little bit. I can't wait for rank play. Rank play is dropping soon. When's rank play dropping? Soon, right?
Middle of February.
Middle of February. We got rank play coming up soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But I want to take a look at this route here from Illy. Good routes here. It's 20, 30 seconds. He trusts his teammates on hold to get that scrap. Illy's going to go all the way around the back. I don't know. He wins this one. He ends up winning one.
Yeah, he does win this.
Big plays out of him. And then I know it was Shotzzy who was up next. Shotzzy, you end up going on a little 6 spree here to close this one out. You go absolutely crazy. You go around the back. You get aggressive. You find one. The streak comes in. That forces Standy to run inside. You pick up another one. Now you dive it on the point. I think you end up finding another here, another couple kills. I mean, at this point, just a really good route from Ender. I feel like that kind of opened things up. The streaks come in.
Really made me make that play, essentially.
Like, yeah, he got through, and he got a kill.
Went big and shit, but it was all like, that shit was all in there.
Yeah, he makes the play. He gets a kill. He opens it up, probably makes the call. You end up taking the route to try and follow him up, and you guys end up flipping these spawns. Toronto Ultra, they kind of get battered here. Really good plays. You end up pushing out here and finding a big 2-piece. That's pretty much the game right there. So good plays from Shotzzy and the rest of the Optic Texas boys. They come out map 1 against Toronto Ultra and shut them down. Toronto, obviously a very strong team. A lot of people have been talking very highly of them. But they all got smoked. They were all negative today. All negative in the first map, except for Insight. He was even.
Team's godlike. They got shit on.
Today, they did get smoked today. Today, they did get smoked. They are a godlike team, though. They are a really good roster. But today was just not their day, and it was Optic's day. On the other side, everybody positive except for Illy, but obviously everybody doing their thing. Gentlemen, Pat, Ben, any thoughts on a map number 1?
No, I think I kind of hit the point I had earlier in that question, and I think a good rebound from the hotel that got smoked on prior to see some progress on the map with the new squad.
I see what you're doing here, bruv. I see what you're doing, bro. I know what you're doing, bro. You're not slick, man. I know what you're doing, man. Little. We're not even gonna talk about it, folks. We're not even gonna talk. We won't put him on blast.
I'm a little snake.
He's a little snake, man. He's a little snake. He gets pushed up on his B bomb. They have no idea that he's even here to start the round off, and then I think you make a little play here going top ladder. And what happened with this gunfight here? What happened? Your finger slipped or something?
Nah, he's snaking my shit, dude.
Nah, he did, bro. He did hit some.
Dude, that shit on my shit looked insane.
Nah, he did hit some crazy.
I was
snakes.
Like, yo, I got him.
No, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. Those snakes, those snakes are crazy right there. Those snakes are absolutely crazy.
He was moving. That shit was insane.
But gotta give it up for Ender, man. He was pulling out the sniper rifle, man, and he was just hitting some shots. Loved his first round from him.
No, Ender loves MCS,
yeah, dude. Chamber diff, dude. Holy fuck.
He loves MCS.
Chamber
this guy lives for it.
Yeah, and I feel like when you come out on an S&D and get 2 big snipes like that, now the other team's already like terrified of the snipe, you know. So just a really good play from him. Going into the second round, this is where Ultra hits you guys with a little bit of a B push. Did this catch you guys off guard a little bit? I know a lot of people like to cross to A, but I think we're going to see a lot more people, or excuse me, a lot of people like to play B. I think a lot of more people are going to be playing A more.
Let me get his son, dude. I tried to go in the window so fucking fast, dude, but my fat ass couldn't jump in the window, dude.
Yeah, so you end up getting stunned. What they end up seeing you, right? They chase you down.
Ben shitting himself in the bathroom right there.
I actually shit myself right then. No bullshit.
Then we go into the next round. This is where
I think the only thing we're hitting A though, and I'm curious if you agree, Sam. Like, if you get B bomb down, like you can kind of hold it from top off as finesse, but you don't really have that same spot you can play A street, right? Because you got
to take a gunfight on the A street, or on A rather.
Like, you can hit it, but the B bomb down situation can be a lot easier to play.
100%.
Yeah, and then next
the post
round,
plant's way easier because you can just hold the post plant without ever actually taking a gunfight.
100%.
Bro, so right here, I thought when Insight got this snipe onto Ender, I thought he was gonna predict the top window here. I thought he was gonna pre-aim top window and just kill Bruce, but really good place from Bruce. He ends up getting him off the bomb, finds a 2-piece on the Insight.
What is he shooting him with?
I think he had I think he had like was it a Vaz in his back? No, it was a Vaz.
Yeah, it was not a snipe. I don't know.
What was that? It was a Vaz. I think it was a Vaznev. That was interesting. But big plays from Bruce, man. Bruce is on point. That guy shoots straight as fuck. Really good plays. Insane. Really good plays coming out of him.
They were thinking about dropping that guy, Tom.
Yeah, that guy is disgusting, bro.
They weren't thinking about it. They did.
Hey, but they brought him back.
We weren't thinking about it.
But they brought him back, and he's absolutely pissing. So good job there. And I like the routes here, bro. You went crazy this round.
Nah, dude, bro. Trust me, dude. That shit was literally like a fucking. I was playing Duck Goose in there, dude, or Hide and Go Seek. I shoot it. No, I'm telling you right now, bro.
Goose.
Bro, I heard the guy in the hallway, and then I heard this guy pitching me. I was fucked. I was actually fucked. Like,
yeah, you heard him. Here. I thought you were gonna snake this, Sam. I thought you were just gonna like bob up and down.
I was like, bro, surely they don't check this corner, right? And then like,
they checked it. They checked
Eli, fucking, Eli the ninja, dude, just killed my.
I don't even know.
I was using the one-way cheese. Oh, noted.
Wait, is he? Oh, look at this. Is that he can see through that box, but they can't see him?
Yeah, you can't see the other side. One-way cheese, dude.
That's a good play.
Is this a G8 spot or no?
No, it's not.
No, it's not a G8 spot.
Maybe it should be. Maybe
should we G8 though, Ben, or not?
I don't know. I'm not on the GA council. Don't fucking ask me.
The GA, the Council of Elders.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit of a troll here from these players. Top AC, they kind of just challenge the same angle here, and they kind of get blended here. I think it was Ender. I think it was Bruce who ends up going down. Just kind of unlucky. Ender goes to switch up his angle. Dashy goes to play the same angle. They almost get piece there. Standy comes in, and then this round kind of collapses pretty quickly. Ultra, they plant the bomb. They do what they got to do. This one would have been crazy. If Ender doesn't get the hit marker here, this could be clutchable. He gets a hit marker. Yeah.
Wait,
You didn't see that? Ant? You didn't see that?
Close. He gets a hit marker.
He gets a hit marker. He shoots him like low, I think. Like he shoots him like in the thigh or something. I don't know, bro. I have no idea how he got a hit marker.
Yo, he
there.
shot him in the
He
dick, bro.
didn't even hit it on his screen.
Here we go, Pat. Man, you got it, bro.
Just got a hit marker. Just got a random hit marker. It wasn't even accurate.
Nah, he hit him, Pat. He hit him for sure.
Look at where the shot was.
Nah, he hit him. He got a hit marker, and just like that, it was Bruce. Bro, I thought Bruce was gonna clutch this because he gets two. If Inside doesn't hit that snipe and Bruce gets out, maybe climbs the ladder, goes top window or something, he could clutch that. But really good shots. Let's take a look here, Pat. Nah, he shoots right there, Pat. He shot him in the balls. Look, he shot him in the ball sack.
Shot him right in the dick.
And then boom, he gets the hit marker. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I like the little angle from you here, little off angle here. You kind of catch him slipping.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Scrappy has no idea that
Yeah,
you're
I
here.
caught this guy with his pants down, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
boy, my bad, Ben. That's on me, bro.
You caught this guy with his pants down. He goes down, and then it's Kyler who ends up making a play to finish this round. Little late flank here, finds two. Great plays coming out of Hook. Very back and forth map. We head into the 3-3 rounds. Scrappy with a sniper. Ben, Pat, you don't see this that often. I think he said, whatever, screw it. Let's pull it out. But it was cool to see. Does he snipe it on? I thought Insight was like their main sniper.
He definitely is, but he snipes on hotel for sure.
That's interesting. So Scrappy whipping out the snipe. He's able to find a kill. Good plays out of him. Toronto go up 4-3. And then this is a big swing round for me, in my opinion. And this is a really good retake out of you guys. Toronto, they end up getting the bomb down. It was Standy who tries to get aggressive. He goes down, but Toronto did their job, right? They get the bomb down, 30 seconds left. And you guys just end up hopping this bomb right away. You guys just say, screw it. Hop the bomb, look over, and you guys just end up hitting out this office. It's Kleenex who's kind of out of the play. Love the play call from the bomb hop. Who made that play call? And was that Ender?
I think once we got the first blood, yeah, just to draw them out and shit.
Yeah,
you know
no, that's a really good play, you guys.
Can you go back and see like where was Toby in that situation? Like when they got the bomb down, was he?
Toby was deep. He was by P2. He's sitting right inside of office by P2.
Yeah, I think the problem with the setup is they didn't really have anyone watch. They had like no information on anyone middle here because Toby's so deep. There's a guy upstairs, guy alley.
I feel like Toby should play a little tighter there. But it's a really good play for Optic. Just hot bomb, just because of what Ann said. Just kind of get him out, like make him have to check and try and get him to, show their position. So good play there. Optic, they hop the bomb on a retake. They work the kills. We go into the 4-4 round. Ender, again, finds another snipe. I think Standy here wanted to check the bomb. And it's funny because the bomb's not even close to being there. The bomb's on the other side of the map. So Standy goes to check the bomb. He goes down. Good shots coming out of Hilly.
No. Eli's bird watching, bro. He's reading his chat. What the hell?
And then take a look at this.
Wait, did they show this?
Yeah, they did. You went crazy here.
No, wait, did they show after though? Did they show after?
Maybe. You end up doing a little two-piece here, little two-piece. How you doing?
Wait, I did 360. What did I say?
Bro, why are you always trolling in matches, bro? This guy's always trolling.
Well, you had the snipe.
I always hit that shit, dude.
You had the snipe. You had to go for that.
I almost hit it, dude.
Bro, this guy's trying to hit Faze up world stars.
I was actually filming myself, dude.
Yeah, you have a really nice Dead Silence play up the ladder.
It was 5-1, I would agree, but 4-4 is.
Nah, I was crying when I saw you pick that shit up. I was like, he killed himself from Mosh last night. He wants that shot so bad.
And in this round,
like an inch away.
And in this round,
look at the chamber, look at him.
The
he
chamber,
his ult and shit.
And then he's got the pistol too. He hits him with the little love taps.
Bro.
Hit him with the slow tap pistol shot. Just absolutely takes him down. And you were in their spawn within 5 seconds. You pop a first blood mid, get into their spawn, and just like that, Optic Texas, they go up 2-0. We'll take a look at the final scoreboard here. Everybody from Optic pulling their weight. 6 and 7 kills across the board. Really back and forth game. Really good map number 2. Pat, Ben, any final thoughts on the map number 2? Optics S&D looks very, very good.
No, it's typical turnaround. I've been a big critic of their Embassy S&D prior to this week. And I'm glad to see that they have turned it around. They've got a lot of different tools in the tool bag. And then I think you coming off a bomb and being able to make plays is a big part of that.
Who was deciding for you to run bomb in the first place? You can tell us. I mean,
no, it was literally just like one of those things where like you play the game and like I just naturally would grab it and like there was that. You know what I'm saying? Like
no one was telling you to grab it or anything like that.
No. But like it got to a point, dude, where like I was like
fiending right now.
I was like, dude, yo, fuck this shit. I'm not running the bomb, dude, because dude,
I mean, that's
my
typical.
god, I hate the
That's
bomb.
typical.
You shouldn't have a bomb.
I
That's typical,
feel
and
for my
I'm
bomb
glad you're-
carriers, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you're making calls like that now. I'm glad you're able to kind of just be like, put your foot down.
I put my foot down.
No, I don't think you should be running bomb, man. You just because you're one of those players that hits guys. We were talking about this yesterday, but if you can find like those gaps and stuff, the bomb limits you. You don't want to drop the bomb in a bad spot. Without the bomb, you feel a little bit more comfortable to like take a risk and make a play. And then we get into the control. This shit was an absolute snooze. Everybody just got trapped. Everybody just got trapped, bro.
Dude, this shit needs to
Bro,
go.
y'all trapped them on defense. They trapped you on defense. It wasn't until the 2-1 round where we saw a little bit of life here in the offense. We actually got to listen in from Ultra. Scrappy also shooting Ant's body. We'll get to that after this listening. Let's tune in.
I was so mad.
Pretty close. Top ship, I think. Top ship, maybe?
I'm gonna be.
It's illy.
Yeah, top doors doing. Trying to take my time. Okay.
Back to square step. I'm getting your PT doors. Stay.
I have your guys' pinch.
I have your PT doors. Dub doors in. 2 dub doors. 2 dub doors. And 1 to the back.
I'm climbing up, okay?
In the back, dead. There's a buy down. Dub doors and back doors.
I have top doors.
Nice. Nice. 1 more. 4. I'm coming.
We're good. I'm in P4. I'm just playing P4. They're gonna be back to me.
I'm chilling.
Oh, single.
I still want P1. Dead.
Nice. Dead. It goes. P1. Dead. One shot. On A. He's gonna die to nade.
He's on the truck. On the truck.
Dead. They're gonna die. Single on me.
I rub single.
I have low P4 push. I think single steps. Can I weak? Can it jump time? Dead. Nice, good shit. One pick up truck. Look at that. I have the push of tree.
I really can't.
They're gonna hit.
Out P5. Illy's out
Yeah, P5 on the
P5. On the statue P5. He's gonna hit green.
Green. One shot. He's weak. Top green. Just knife me. Top green, Eli.
Cannon on me, weak. On A.
I spawned A.
All right, the deadlock.
So Ultra, they sound good. You can tell they just get a really good break off, honestly, on the last offensive round. And you guys felt like you might have messed something up on that break off. I feel like it just pretty much starts from the break.
The fucking that shit's all the break. Then as soon as you lose a break, then like they actually have a chance of like making it mixy. But
yeah,
it's so break heavy.
Yeah, and they did a good job pushing into the R and just working kills, switching up corners. It was hard to keep track. They kind of had you guys. They were doing that spawn trap cheese when you guys were in the spawn in the cubbies and spawn on the street. They were just kind of pinning you guys in there. They did a good job here, working kills. Ultra, they're able to capitalize and win an offense. That pretty much ends up them winning the map. They were just able to steal an offense and have a good break off. So they're able to take the map on a board. We'll take a look at the final scoreboard. 21-14 from Scrap. He had a really good map. 21-14 from Kleenex. On the other side, Optic, man, just the spawn traps and everything was tough to get out of. They get outslayed in this one. Good plays from Ultra, but before we head into the map number 4, and what happened, man? He's shooting your body? What's going on here with Scrappy, man?
Yo, listen, fuck that guy, but like, I respect the guy's so delusional. No matter what the fuck the map count is, he keeps the same fucking energy. I respect that. I will say I respect that.
Rab, holy fuck.
Am I able? Can I send you a link on
Shotzzy's
TS
called Scrap Delusional.
on like TeamSpeak? Will you be able to open it? It's a video on Twitter.
Nah, you could DM it to me if you want.
All right, I'm gonna do. It's something I think we should really bring up. It's a quick 20-second video.
Is there copyrighted music? Anything copyrighted at all?
No, nothing at all for you, boss man.
No problem, Pat. Let's tune in.
For you.
Let's tune in here.
So I'm gonna give you a little context. It's a Michael Jordan quote. I want us to listen to it really quick because I do think it's relevant here.
So put it in my chat. Put it in my chat. Put it in my chat, Pat.
I got it.
You got it, Mr. Ben. Put it in the chat. Pat always has the Michael Jordan quotes on deck, bro. Are you a LeBron? I thought you were a LeBron guy.
I am. I'm a LeBron guy.
Oh, you are a LeBron guy.
Real recognized real, Tom.
Nah, facts, Pat. Let's tune in.
There's a good clip from Pat too. I actually.
Well, that's all right.
All right, let's tune in with Michael Jordan. Hold on.
Well, that's all right. Let's see if all that trash talking starts when it's 0-0 instead of 5-6 point lead. That's where it starts. That's the sign of a good man. If you can talk shit when it's even score, or talk shit when you're behind score. When you're ahead, it's easy to talk.
Mike does not need any more.
So basically, what you're trying to say, Pat, is Scrappy's Michael Jordan?
No. I just think Scrappy's got that mentality on him, and I respect that.
Michael Jordan's mentality is what I meant. Not that he's Michael Jordan.
Right.
Jordan's mentality.
Some people, Tom, are built different, and so I do think it's typical if you're able to talk shit when you're behind, because obviously you still got confidence.
Of course, Pat. Of course.
So yeah, I just thought that was relevant, a good clip to bring up.
It's a good clip.
Just
I
about
like
that mentality.
No, 100%. I like that. He's I don't even know how you think of this stuff. I've never even seen that video before. That's a pretty legendary video right there. But we hop into the next one. It's an embassy hard point, and this is kind of where Optic was able to put the nail on the coffin. I had no idea what the hell happened here. Was there like grenade smoke or something? How the hell did Kleenex stay alive here, and how the hell did he find three?
Wait, hold on, dude. Let me see. Like, keep playing this shit, dude.
I'm playing it. I don't know if Ender was just like, I don't know what.
Nah. I'm pretty sure he had no ammo, dude. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. And then my dumbass, I don't know, dude. For some reason, I thought he was to my left. The guy's on the box.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, bro.
Honestly, I'm just gonna keep it short and simple. We got shit on, dude. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
And shit.
That happens.
Yeah, it was just weird. It's like Ender didn't see him, and then he just goes down, and then
I
boom.
think either Ender got the ladder shit that were like you go up the ladder and like you can't even fucking pull out your gun.
Stuck.
And or he had no, I don't know what the fuck he had, but
yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there, but
I mean, yeah, you just gotta tip Kleenex.
Yeah, then they go up a lot, but then you guys bring it back on the next one. We go to a P4. You guys rotate early. You guys do a good job just playing your kills, working your crossfires. This is a really hard hill to break, so I like that you guys stay disciplined and rotated to this one because you guys were able to lock down a full 60. You end up bringing it back. We're tied. After the first rotation, you guys have a little bit of a lead, but after the first rotation, pretty much tied. Big break from you guys.
What? Yeah, Ender called game.
Ender called game.
Ender did call. Ender did call game. Ender was playing really. He's been on point, bro. Like he's been insane.
Ender's y'all's best player for sure right now.
You know, he's fine. He is him.
Yeah, there was some production issues today. That was a CDL stream.
He's actually been the Undertaker recently.
Yeah, this guy's different. You guys were able to break. You guys were somehow able to break this hill. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in a Toronto facility today.
He's just literally next door to them, just shitting on him.
Was he yelling at him? Was he yelling at him, man, or no?
Nah. He was actually whispering when we were going over vetoes and shit.
No way, he was whispering. That's funny. That's hilarious. But shout out to Toronto for letting him play there. That's still why Toronto Ultra to hook Ender up with a little setup. And get some good internet so he doesn't have to, play in the cheese and get absolutely smoked. So shout out to Toronto Ultra. That was super nice of them. They didn't have to do that, but they did it out of the kindness of their hearts. So shout out to Ultra.
And then Optic paid it forward, Tom, by having Cap play from their facility, if you think about it.
Oh, yeah, true. And then Capsule also was playing for LA Thieves. Yeah, man. Shout out. Look, it all comes full circle. Sam.
So when does LAT play Optic?
Oh, shit.
And who plays where?
Wait, did we play you guys this stage?
Nah, we play Boston next week. I don't know when we play, actually.
I know we play Vegas. I don't know who our last one is. Actually, is it against Faze?
Oh, wait, we played in stage one. We probably don't play for a while.
Phase.
Oh, our last one
we played. Yeah, we played in stage one, too. We're definitely not playing for a while.
And then just to get into this one, I mean, this is where Ender just goes crazy. I mean, he pops 2 to break on in there. That pretty much solidifies the P4. And he continues that streak as well. Kind of just gets himself tucked into a little spot here. Able to find 1, jumps the corner. Able to find 2. I mean, this guy is just like, he was on point, man. He was able to get the rotation and hold the rotation. Trophies are going down. Picks up another one for the scrap. Illy just putting on an absolute show. You can see Optic really just extending that lead. They're up 100 points. I know it was Ultra who was able to bring it back a little bit, but pretty comfortable win for you guys here in the fourth map. Illy made some really big plays. You guys had some really big breaks as well. Any final thoughts on the series, man? Good win for you guys. You guys look really good, Ant. No bullshit. You guys look really good. Any final thing to say to the fans? Everybody watching, everybody supporting. The Green Wall was going crazy for you today.
I mean, I feel like this weekend we were doubted, with the circumstances, with like Brandon, joining and Seth retiring, and everyone didn't know what they were getting out of. But I feel like the 3 days that we did practice, we've looked really good. So I'm just excited to keep on grinding and hopefully just get better and better every day.
Hell yeah, bro! You got your guy Hex in the chat too. You got the boss in the chat right now. Shout out to Hector, man. Shout out to Optic Hex, absolute legend in the chat,
that guy's
man.
The one and only fucking yo, man.
He's a legend, man. Absolute legend. Hey, everybody drop some love for Hector, man. Guy's an absolute legend. And it's been really cool to see everything that they're doing over there at the HQ, bro. The setup is insane, and like with the production and the cameras and everything. That looks sick, bro.
It's insane.
Cap was tweaking today.
He was tweaking? Why?
Yeah, he was tweaking today. He was like, dude, these guys are banging drums and shit out here. Like, I'm trying to call out and shit.
Outside there. There's a band outside, right? When there was Mavs games and shit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But you guys are able to, win this on a P1. You close it out. Take a look at the final scoreboard. Italy 34-23. What a map from
Called
Ender,
game.
bro. He called game, Sam. He called it, man. He called it. Pat, Ben, any final thoughts on the series, man? I think this is a big win. Big win for Optic.
Had an off day. I think Toronto had a big off day today. Honestly,
I
think Optic played well, but when I looked at the scoreboard, I just think Toronto didn't play like themselves. If I'm them, I'm not too worried. Just brush it off. Come back another day.
Me, it was the opposite. I thought you guys outplayed the hell out of Toronto. I thought it was a good day from y'all. I think you guys are on point right now.
Yeah, thanks for getting our trade in.
Keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
I think one thing for Toronto, Tom, and we talked about it on a previous show, is obviously they're playing really well right now. I think a weakness with their team right now is actually their map pool and hardpoint. They only really play 3 maps, and the other 2 they don't have any wins on, and like they're getting away with it when they're scoring up. But eventually against teams like Optic, where you're going to need to sort of expand your map pool, I think they're going to need to figure out between Fortress and Hydra which one they can add in the rotation.
Yep, I agree with you, Ben. You're spitting right now. One in the chat, show Ben Jenner seems some love. Executive producer of the flank as an absolute animal. What's so funny?
I know why you're saying that like that.
Executive producer of the flank. Give it up for Ben J.
Shit. Ben J. Resumed. Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to Sam, bro. Sam, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, bro. It's been a pleasure.
Of course, man.
Yeah,
ask me.
You're out here. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Have fun, bro.
Throw me on the list.
Throw Sam on the list.
Right.
User left your channel.
And then listen, we don't gotta spend too much time on this last one. We got Atlanta Faze going up against Minnesota Rokkr, Fortress Hardpoint, Hotel City, Fortress Control, Hotel Hellpoint, LS CeeLo Search. Faze got pooped on today. They got outplayed to the max. I don't even know what the hell happened today. I feel like we saw a whole different Minnesota Rokkr, and Faze just came out flat. They weren't playing well. As simple as that. I just thought they got outplayed. It was a quick 3-0, and Minnesota Rokkr, I think it was the first time that Bance and what did he say, Nina? It was the first time they've won since Cold War. Have beaten these guys since Cold War. So
no, it was the first time they got. I thought it was the first time they got swept.
They got swept last year in May, I think.
Is that what it was?
But Tom, these vetoes, I don't quite.
The Minnesota vetoes right here.
I don't really understand unless these are flipped. I don't really understand these vetoes from Faze. Why would you get rid of Hydro? And Rokkr hasn't won that. I know it's not a strong map for you. You just gamble they're not going to pick it. A strange map pool today. I don't really quite understand the strategy for Faze. And they just were clearly not on par today. Minnesota came out, finally won map 2 against a team we hadn't seen that in a while, and a big victory for the Rokkr today.
Yeah, this first map was very back and forth the whole way through. It was Minnesota. I always say Ultra when they have these purple colors. I always get it confused, but Rokkr, they stayed disciplined at the end of it. Again, just both teams trading rotations. But Pat, what do you think went wrong with Faze today? They kind of got, besides for this first map, they get kind of slammed in the S&D. And then they end up clutching up the control on Fortress. It was just straight defense wins. We'll get to that on kind of the fugazi that Minnesota did today to get that defense for overtime. But what do you think went wrong for Faze in his first hard point, Pat?
I mean, I wouldn't have played Minnesota on Fortress first map. But I think, honestly, Tom, I think it was just an off day for the top 2 teams in the game, aside from NYSL, of course.
Just something in the air going around, Pat.
Yeah, something in there.
Something in the air.
They didn't eat the right thing because like the top dogs just weren't slaying how they usually are. I mean, we could say Rokkr played well, sure, but yeah, it's kind of the eye test, Tom. I know you like the eye test.
I do like the eye test. I do.
I just, from an eye test perspective, both Faze and Toronto, I just didn't think we're playing like their usual selves, and obviously. For either of those teams to be successful, their guys who are used to slaying have got to put up the numbers.
So no blow it up. So no blow it up for Atlanta Faze.
I don't know. I think Faze should blow it the fuck up.
I still think they're the top 3 teams.
I think them getting rid of their entire roster is the best decision they could ever make, especially getting rid of Tyler and Chris.
I mean, that's true for like 4 franchises in the CDL, but not this one.
Oh, I got picked an ace, guys. I'm sorry. My entertainment is done. My watch has ended.
This loss is tricky for them because
Bye, everybody.
Later, Sam. Wait, you're out, Sam?
Yeah, I got picked an ace.
Hey,
I can't believe it.
You got picked, Sam. You got picked. Today's a good day.
I know, everyone. I know. Everyone calm down.
Today's a good day. I'll be tuning in after, Sam. Have fun, bro. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah.
Later, bro.
I don't bro. The problem with today, Pat, with them losing is they've got to still play New York and Optic. Like they can have 3 losses and being losers. Like That's why I don't quite understand the stinker today, because if you just guarantee this win, they got to play LAG. Those are 3 wins, and then you can kind of mix things up. I don't quite.
Who did you say they play after this?
They play. I believe they play New York, LAG, and Optic.
No, I'm not. I mean, are you worried about those? I feel like LAG's
those
a win.
are good teams, bro. I mean,
I'm favoring them at least in one of those NYSL or Optic series. Maybe not both. Maybe they'll lose one. But
you getting 3-0 is terrible for potential tiebreakers if they're going to.
Well, not too bad, because they already had a 3-0 win and a 3-1 win, right?
Yeah, but any 0-3, if you think that you might end up on 2 wins in a playing 5 is like not particularly helpful for your tiebreak situation.
But yeah, if you're assuming that they're going to go 2-3, but I think they're going to end 3-2. So I think they'll be all right. I mean, obviously it was unfortunate, but I don't think this will bite them in the butt that.
I mean, I think my issue with this map with Phase 1 is I don't think their subs always get the best of starts on this map, and we've seen with the really elite Fortress teams that their subs get off to a hot start and get this lead. They're making routes to the map. It's really good. I think the second thing with Phase is they always seem to get in a situation on this map where they've just got to, like on the 3rd rotation, go massive on a P1 and meet P2 to clutch up, and they've gotten close.
That's where I was going right now.
But they're never in a position on the 3rd rotation to close this map out like ever when they play in a match.
Well, going into the 3rd rotation, we actually got a listen in from Atlanta Phase, so let's tune in with the comms.
I'm gonna go block. They think about mark, guys.
I'm
Hold left.
One left.
I'm your bottom mark.
Left. P2 one shot, Vance.
Staying down.
He's going back P2. He's going back P2.
I'm just out there.
That's one down. I don't get one shot. Absolute. Absolute gate dead.
Are you tired of your bench right now?
Oh, no,
Give me weak. Nothing in the back on this bed. Top boat flat.
I need to. Yo, one
Bottom secret.
Shot me under.
Secret. Time.
From maps. Heal me. I'm stunned, Chris. I'm trying. Top boat, man.
I'm your secret. MC on you weak.
How much?
Top boat, guys. Boat still. Where?
Oh, bottom R2. They spawned P5. Dead. Man, I'm
You think not quite enough time for Atlanta to win here?
And that's going to do it for the Atlanta Phase. Listen, you can see at the very end here, they get flipped out. They get flipped out to kind of get put in this little trap here, and it was pretty much smooth sailing here for Minnesota Rokkr. It's really hard to break this hill to the front. I like the plays initially, like trying to play through art and like trying to work some kills here. But it was Rokkr who was able to hold on strong. And Ben, I know at the end there, with a Beezy trying to keep him in, you thought maybe, or in the control, I will talk about that, with a Beezy keeping him in with a sub. But what do you think happened here at the end of this first map?
I mean, they've gotten the same situation multiple times on this map, and they've won it once and they've lost a couple other times. They get the P2, get the breakthrough front for the dub. It's a really hard hill to break from the front. And, last time this happened, Preston 2-piece them to eliminate a different event. This time they got 2 kills. Obviously, Beezy tried to push it back and see if he can flip it. He dies. And then obviously, if you're in the front, it's not like you're spawning super close to this hill. You got to run through all the doors. They were not in a great position to really try and win this at the end.
Yeah, and you can see Minnesota Rokkr, they're getting real hyped up after that one. We'll take a look at the final scoreboard. 35-29 from Bans. I thought Benjamin Bans played great today. Just super impactful on a map. I felt like he was just picking his spots really good, and he does a good job just like being annoying, like being a nuisance. I thought Bans played great. Shout out to Itachi Kami doing their things as well, but we have to show love to Afro. I know it didn't show much in the scoreboard here, but kind of as the series goes on, going into the S&D, this guy Afro can play, man. I think this guy's a real X factor for this Minnesota Rokkr team. What do you guys think, man? This guy Afro's nice.
Before we talk about Afro, I want to talk about Bance. Bance is like really, he's like the one guy who just randomly has these series and it's always against Faze. Like if you remember back in Cold War when he had like the 1.5 grand final series or whatever it was, like the absolute like ridiculous performance. I don't know what it is, but every time he plays Faze, he just absolutely fries sometimes.
Yeah, no.
Not every time he plays Faze.
He had a
sometimes.
really good day today. He played well. But what do you think? I feel like Afro right now, he's just such an impact on his team. Like the plays that he's making, he's very, very aggressive. He's a very high aggressive player. So I just feel like if he keeps this pressure on him and he's winning fights like that, he could probably keep it going. I can see this Minnesota Rokkr finding success, but what do you think from Afro? A lot of people are gassing him right now.
Afro's had a great season, I think, in the conversation for some of the top subs. I think what we've been waiting on with this Rokkr team is to see these series from Bance, to see these series from Cammy. We know what Dylan brings, and the other kind of frontline, more aggressive players in front of all that haven't had the best of time in some of these series, and I think this is one where it really clicked. And you know, Afro was immense in this S&D. I mean,
finding gaps everywhere,
getting pinches, in 2 pieces. Like, I mean, guy had a tremendous day, and they really need this stuff for sure.
Yeah, he was just doing a great job finding gaps and finding first bloods. I mean, you saw it there. He gets pushed up arches. He was able to find one, able to find another one here. Snaps onto Simp. Really good shots there. Minnesota Rokkr, they go up 2-0. Again, this round here, BZ gets caught slipping a little bit here over by the B side. You can see Bans. He kind of plays a little off angle, little corner here. BZ, I think he tries to get a little aggressive here, and as soon as they get this entry, that kind of opens things up. Bans finds one over by the B side. Now the B side's wide open, and you can see the rotation coming in from the Minnesota Rokkr. Really good plays from them to get that blood, right? Just wait for it, be patient. Once a gap opens up by getting that first blood, rotate the bomb, use your teamwork, wait for each other, and it was a pretty clinical round from them. They looked really good today. And then again, we go into the 3-0 round, and this is where Afro, again, just really showed out. Did his thing, was able to find a few kills towards the end half of this one. He just had to cross the bomb, and he was staying alive in this L wall area, and that's why it's a good thing to get bedroom control here, Ben. You can watch the cross the bomb. They can't get there. They can't get the bomb down. It's good plays out of him. And then we keep it going. Again, it's just Afro again with another first blood. Faze, they're able to get a couple rounds on a board, but it was Afro using that aggression. You see him on a minimap now. Number 2 is getting through all the way to this analyst desk here. He's going to get pushed out, find one bedroom, and just like that, that's going to open things up for Minnesota. They're going to get on, plant the bomb, and it's just smooth sailing. Atlanta Faze got smoked today.
So I think, Tom, I got a couple of things about this map. One is, I don't know yet if I really like Austin running bomb for them on this map, because I feel like the issue with that is if anyone's going to come over and support him playing the bomb, it's going to be another sub player.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily have an AR out. I'd much rather... And I know you kind of then take away a little bit of the playmaking from BZ and Simp, but then like they don't have people watching over them with ARs to really like pin those guys back if they're Balk or top bedroom. So that, and you know, this is another classic case we've seen at times with Faze where a BZ is a first blood machine, but then he instantly gets blooded. And at times with this team, they've won a lot of those 3v3s, but there was a situation where in those 3v3s, they were not making the right play and losing those rounds.
Yeah, no, 100%. I want to see MC pull out a sub a little bit more. I don't know why. I just want to see him like get mixy with a sub. What do you think about that? You think I'm faded for that? Or do you think it's a good take to see Sally maybe pull out a sub and start hitting some gaps and, you know, hitting some routes?
I mean, he can't pull out a sub if Austin's running. Like if they're trying to plant A, like MC, if he's watching over, can't pull out a sub. Like, then at that point, MC should plant bomb and not Austin. You need someone on that head glitch, like back plat, like making sure that no one's like lower, no one's top bedroom, no one's balcony. I mean, yeah, you can win that gunfight with a sub, but it's way easier to sit on the head glitch with an AR.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good take. That is a good take. I feel like if they're gonna do that though, they should get aggressive though and make plays. Like I want to see them. What's up, Pat?
I was gonna agree with you. I do think there is opportunity for Cell to pull one out and be a little more aggressive. I actually agree with you. But I think the problem is like he's just such a backbone to this team. If he does do that and he doesn't fry, I wonder if they're better off. Like I feel like it's kind of like a high risk, high reward thing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, at least maybe try it. You know, like try something.
Yeah,
maybe they have tried it. You know, like I don't know. I haven't asked Chris or talked to Atlanta Faze about that, but maybe they have tried it. I don't know. I just feel like MC, like with a sub, every time he picks up a sub, I just feel like he would be insane if he just had it in his hands more.
I think he's gross regardless, right? Like
he's very talented. Yeah. He's very talented.
Speaking of gross, by the way, this map was gross and not for the good reason, for the bad reason.
Yeah, control's got to go.
Yeah, this was, let's get to the round. I mean, guys, this was all defensive wins. Matter of fact, we go into Minnesota Rokkr's second defense, and they just actually completely chalked around. Second offense. They completely chalk up their offense. They don't want to play at all. The ticks are even. When the ticks are even, it pretty much comes down to kills. Minnesota Rokkr realized that, hey, that we got the kills in our favor right now. Why would we even try to win this offense? We could potentially screw ourselves in the overtime, not get defense. And, hey, you sit back, you wait for the kills. If nothing comes, nothing comes. You'll sit there all day. If nothing comes, you just sit on you wait for the defense, the overtime. But if they do overextend, if they do get the kills, they can probably push and make a play if Atlanta Faze starts to get a little antsy.
I feel like kills should just not be counted at all. Like, I feel like if ticks are tied, it should just be a 50-50 of who gets it, round 5.
I don't know if it could be a 50-50.
Random?
If ticks are tied. If ticks are tied. Only if ticks are tied. So, like, this scenario... Because, bro, like... They had no incentive to push for a tick. Like, if it's random, like, then they might as well go for the tick.
No, the incentive is if it was not like a super defensive sided map, you don't want it to go to a game 5. You know what I mean? Like, I see what you're saying, but that's
but like this is horrible,
no,
bro.
That's a product of not of the game mode of the map has.
Pat's just trying to find
a combination of both.
You're just trying to find a solution to stop this, but I don't know if you can.
This should never happen.
But
bro.
I don't know if you can stop this. This map is atrocious.
Bro,
you just can't.
You're in a competition, and a team is wanting to lose a round. Like, think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in a way, it's like, I don't know. Is it a risk? Like, do you consider that a risk? Like giving them a round? Because it's also a risk just sitting there in the spawn.
I just think the mode's not really. I mean, not on that map. You can just. I feel like at this level of play, bro. Like if they're just gonna camp where there's only 2 doorways and a hallway that you can even get into that side of the map, it's like a 0% chance that you're gonna lose kills. Like,
listen, here's what I'm gonna say. The Boston Breach tournament Major 2 ends on February 5th. We don't have league matches again until the 17th. Like, people need to put their heads together and figure out how we can replace this map in the pool. I think it's pretty simple. I get you. Like, it's a tough tiebreaker, but it's a product of this map not being particularly good, I think, for the quality of what we expect in this game mode.
But Gibraltar was the same, or not Gibraltar? Jesus. Gavatu. Always the G maps, bro. Gavatu was the same way. Like, it was the same thing, Ben. Like, defense was like 85% favored.
And they need to figure out how to replace that map as well. But let's do it early on the season for this one.
I just think control needs to go.
What? So what are we playing? 3 hard points? Is that your plan?
I'd be down. Tom, you be down? I'd be down if I never had to watch a control again.
I don't ever want to watch this game. I hate this game. I would love another hard point, to be honest.
I mean, I always hated the fact that the stigma around CTF got ruined as like a boring mode, because competitively CTF's a great mode. Like, in terms of competition.
It is, but you're also a Pat. Come on, bro. Your fucking EG team is also part of the reason why everybody hates
Bro, this
CTF.
has nothing to do with World War II, bro.
Let me
I played CTF in fucking 8 CODs. Like, it has nothing to do with my EG team.
Ben, it doesn't have to do with that.
No. Let me finish my thought, because, bro, CTF is super driven by the maps and super driven by the rules.
Okay, so you're blaming World War II maps.
No, because you guys, bro.
Black Ops 2 CTF was amazing.
Bro, and the other problem
MW2
CTF is I watched
CTF was amazing.
For CTF play not to win in fucking modes and play for overtime, maybe lose full, man.
I never played for overtime. I played to win the game, and I won the game.
I'm sure if we got every caster in here that casted World War II, they're going to agree with me on this one watching your team.
Okay, and look at the check right behind me, 600,000. You know, I got that 3-0 in Optic Gaming on an Arden's Forest. And guess what, Ben? Guess what, Ben? We went up on a 2-0 lead on the first side, by the way. 2-0 lead on the first side. First 5 minutes, 2 caps. And if you go back and watch that, all you're going to see is me 3-piecing, 4-piecing, defending, aggressive, getting 4 pieces in their base. It doesn't matter, Ben. I play both sides of the floor.
How much different would the world be if Optic won 1 map against y'all, bro? That's all I'm saying.
Bro, if like, they didn't, and that's on them. But I 3-0'd them, and then I went and I won it all. So it is what it is.
Bro, this guy Bad is crazy, man. This guy's insane. Let's go to the predictions, bro. Let's go to tomorrow's matches. We got Vegas versus London. Who do you guys got, bro? Listen, man, I gotta go with Vegas after what I saw from London today, man. They have to start playing together. They need to realize what the vocal point on the map is gonna be, like the main point on the map, like, and focus that. You know, like, I feel like sometimes they just seem like they're not even like focusing on what they need to be focusing. And I know that might sound a little dumb, but just like go back and watch the games, like go back and watch the VOD, and they're not progressing up the map. Like, they're not making plays. They're not taking advantage of times where they have kills, and you have to make your kills viable. Like, you have to make your kills work. You have to progress. If you're not gonna make plays, you're not gonna play to win. It's just not gonna happen for them. It's just not. Like, I don't know. Do you guys agree with me on that take? Do you guys disagree? I just
fully agree.
There's nothing worse than seeing people get kills and just like sitting around. Like, I want to see like people getting aggro, people getting pushed up, being a nuisance, pinning teams back in spawn. Don't be afraid. Yeah, for London, don't be afraid. Just absolutely, don't be afraid to make a play, especially when you have kills on a map, especially when your team has 2 or 3 dead.
They have also the opposite problem, which is I feel like watching Asim today, he almost feels like his team is so slow that he's trying to make too many plays on the map. Like they're lost on both ends.
They're
of that
overdoing it.
now.
Now you feel like Asim's doing too much, and maybe I don't know, maybe he feels the need to try and do more.
I feel the same way in that position.
And that's the thing.
Sure.
And they're not bad players. Like they're talented players. It's just they have to understand that. Like go back and watch the VOD, and they could go back and see all the opportunities they had to just do something, and they didn't. So it's just like frustrating to watch at times. But listen, man, I'm gonna go with Vegas in this one. I think Vegas like don't look that bad. Like their S&D is really good. Their respawn, they looked okay in today. I know Vegas can win some respawns. We've seen them do it. So I'll go with Vegas in this one. We'll go 3-2. What do you think, Pat?
I'm actually gonna go 3-1. I just think they're straight up better. I don't see London. London just needs a change. Not a swap one player for one player they already have on the roster. They need to either go in challengers, make a trade, do something. They're just not good. So yeah, I got Vegas.
Ben, who do you got?
I got Vegas 3-1 because Vegas is going to have to play their fortress or hotel against London if London's going to actually win one of these map ones, or I don't know how the pick will go, but I think Legion is going to get one of the maps that they can't win, so I'm going to spot ideally London that one, but I just don't think they're cohesive enough to get a victory in the series.
Okay, and then we got the Los Angeles Guerrillas going up against the Minnesota Rokkr. I got Rokkr. They look good today. I just think they look good, and I think if they could keep this up, keep that momentum going, especially after taking down Faze, you got to think the confidence is high, and maybe practice has been going good over there. So with the way they look today, I just think they're gonna keep it going. So I'll go Minnesota Rokkr. I'll go 3-1.
I think today was a one-off. I think LAG are still looking strong. I don't ever have confidence in Rokkr winning map 1, so I think LAG will probably come out hot. They're a good hardpoint team. They'll win map 1, and I think they'll go win series 3-1.
Ben, who do you got?
The tough thing I think Rocker's going to take this one in 5 because LAG still doesn't want to search, and if we get that far, I think they're going to get it done. The difficulty for Rokkr, though, is LAG look pretty nasty in respawn. So let's see. I mean, this would be, bro, if Rokkr get this done, and goes 3 on the bounce, I think the narrative around them is completely flipped, and they've really regained a foothold in their championship chances for Major 2.
And then we get into New York Subliners versus Atlanta Faze. Obviously, I want to see Faze do well. Like those are my guys over there. I want to see them do their thing, but I just think New York Subliners are too strong right now. I feel like they're on point. Faze worried me a little bit today. I just felt like they looked off, like they didn't look like themselves. So I just feel like, what Faze going up against the champs, they had a big loss today. I'm going to go with New York on this one. I can see it being a series. I can see this one going to the wire. I can see it going either way. I have to put New York over them right now. I'm going to go 3-2 New York. Pat, who do you got?
I actually got Faze bouncing back here. I think New York is a great team, but I think Faze kind of know that they need a bounce back match, and I think this is a good one to come out hot on. And so I got Faze bouncing back. In this 3-1 probably.
What do you got, Ben?
I got Faze game 5 for a similar kind of reason. New York, as good as they played so far in the stretch, I don't think the 2 S&D maps they played have been all that good. Like, I think Thieves probably should have beat them on the Celios search, and then obviously they played the Celios search again, right over Florida and lost. So I wouldn't be surprised if Faze is down to play the map because they have in the past. But I think Faze, knowing they really need to get a victory in this series, it's going to be a banger against 2 quality teams, but I think Faze will get it done in 5.
Yo, Chris, you're muted, man. What's your prediction for tomorrow?
Chris Parasite, who do you got for New York going up against Atlanta Faze? Chris, I wonder how his date's going. Honestly, I wonder how.
You want to FaceTime him? You want to?
No, we can't do that.
We can't FaceTime him.
We can't.
Should we group FaceTime him?
We can't do that.
We can't do that.
I'm gonna just text him.
Yeah. Maybe you could text him. Maybe you could text him.
Hey, Chris. Hope your date's going well.
Oh, no.
Chat sends all the love.
I like that, man. All right, Ben, go hit the pot. Ben, we got to get crazy right now because the channel point predictions are coming in. We got 5.1 million on yes. We got 4.2 million on no. The votes are still coming in. People are coming in crazy. Pat, what's going on with Ben here? Is he hitting this? Is he missing? What's going on here?
He's going wide left. He's off his game today.
You think he's going wide left? I actually think he's going to shank it and it's going to go wide right. I think he's going to go wide right, folks. Let's see what he does, man. He's going to step up to the plate. Benjay Nassim. Look at him. He's unbelievable. The stinky slip is on. He goes wide left. Pat calls it.
Never
Pat,
wrong.
you were never wrong. You were never wrong, Pat. Never wrong. The Slayer in the building called it.
He's going again? He's going again?
He goes again. He hits the second putt, but it's too late. It's already over. It's too late. He has costed.
Dude, I'm really like,
You muted your mic, Ben.
Yeah.
You muted your
Muted his
mic.
mic.
He just muted his mic. Look, he broke it. He just broke his mic. Yo, my man broke his microphone at the end of the flank. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it there. He missed the putt. His microphone is broken. Poor guy, man, is going absolutely through it right now. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, anchor.fm/theflank. To check out all the audio sites that we're on, and go follow at The Flank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job on his socials. Take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys next time on another episode of The Flank, man. Take it easy.